Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It is Sunday, and you know what that means. GetRECt Diamond Fall Split of 2018. My name is David Vid Kosick, and joining me here today is Darren Mark Hames Nguyen. How are you, Darren?
I'm doing great. Really excited to cast today's games, Diamond Cap Week 6.
Yeah, this is Week 6 of 9 in total, so this is really when the playoff race starts to get become the forethought in everyone's minds. It's it's like, wait a minute, oh, we're down to the last half of the split. Are we going to make playoffs or not? So without further ado, why don't we just hop into the first game? This is Propulsion versus Oklahoma Diamond Rush. So on the blue side, we have Propulsion Esports, Moose on Deleuze playing Maokai in the top lane, the Native 192 on the Irelia jungle, Artoria and Sif playing Malzahar in the mid lane, and in the bot lane we have Wukong Q and Randy Newman playing Sivir and Alistar.
Okay, and on the red side, we do have Oklahoma Diamond Rush in the top lane. We have Hayabusa Tai Chao on the Cho'Gath. We have OGR Trotalore on Olaf in the jungle. We have Dr. Giggles X3. Polly in the mid lane. We have Veffy X and OGR Silverhammer, the bot lane on Ashe and Braum.
Yeah, so which team comp do you like more? Because these almost seem like old school picks. You know, you don't see that much Maokai and Irelia really.
Yeah, I have to give it to the side of Propulsion here. I do like their team fight. They have a lot of pick potential. They have a lot of engage compared to just the team of Oklahoma Diamond Rush, where they're a very one-dimensional team fight. They have the pick from the Ashe or a pick from Macaulay, where they just have the Olaf running. But on the side of Propulsion, they do have a lot of kiting potential. They have a lot of CC. The one thing I do not like about Propulsion's comp, though, is the Irelia jungle. Now, that's not a very common jungle pick, ever. Maybe, I believe Season 5 it was?
Yeah, that was that in the mid lane. It was...
So, we'll have to see how the Irelia pick does, just because it's very hard to land the stun when you're trying to CC in ganks. So we'll see how that turns out. Maybe we'll see a new pocket pick coming from the 192.
Yeah, I do think that they did draft, especially their solo lanes. I think they kind of drafted around Irelia not being, great at locking them down easily. Cho'Gath isn't very mobile, and Maokai's got point-and-click CC, so it's not like it's super hard to hit that on a rooted target. And then Akali, obviously she's very mobile, but then you've got Malzahar Nethergrasp. Once he hits 6, it's just a point-and-click. Hey, now you can hit your stun. So I think if they use that to their advantage, I think it'll be a lot easier for them to gank effectively with this Irelia jungle. But otherwise, we do have just a tank battle, punching each other, Moose on the loose, and Hayabusa Taicho just trading blows. Hayabusa actually coming out on the better end of that, but Moose did have his Corrupting Potion, which evened that out considerably. Otherwise, that would have been pretty bad for him.
Yeah, in the bot lane here, this Sivir into Ashe matchup. Now, Ashe does have a fair amount of wave clear, but Sivir is just going to be pushing that in almost the entire game, just because in order to wave clear, Ashe has to use her W, which you would rather use for poke a lot of the time, and it does use a lot of her mana. So we might look for a lot of action bot lane here, as OGR Trotolor might look to gank the overextended lane, especially because he doesn't have any CC, and Sivir Spell Shield meant to prevent junglers from ganking, meant from preventing engages, stuff of the sort.
Yeah, it is and as well, the Braum being able to enable that gank is a lot. Whoa, here comes the native. Not going to hit the stun onto Dr. Giggles. He's going to just slip away with his dash. Going to get out of there. Clean escape there by Dr. Giggles X3.
It looks like the native 192 was looking to relieve some pressure there in the mid lane, trying to get Artoria and Sif ahead a little bit. But without the Nevergrass, as you said, it's very hard to lock down that mobile Akali. So it's not look like much action will happen there, even though Dr. Gales just blew Flash and Ignite.
Yeah, Artoria and Sif, he jumped in onto Artoria and Sif, who was forced to flash away, and it looks like he's going to have to teleport back in, so that will be no summoners from this mid lane. Oh no, is he just gonna walk? Gonna let Dr. Giggles have some pressure here in the mid lane, although the native is holding that wave, trying to keep him from crashing it and letting his mid laner lose.
Yeah, Artoria might be saving his TP down for the bottom lane there, trying to play that win condition.
Oh, but speaking of the bottom lane, here comes Trotolor. He and Silverhammer. That's going to be the pulverized flash away from Randy Newman. Great decisive call there. Yeah, I think he was pretty certainly dead if they got the stun off on him. Just, a level 4 Alistar doesn't really have any real tank stats, so he burns down pretty fast to someone like Olaf, who does a lot of damage early, especially coming out of nowhere with his Predator. Now I've got Hayabusa Taicho and Moose on the loose. Neither of them have ultimate yet, but Hayabusa Taicho's still getting the better end of this. Moose is going to have to watch out or risk being feasted on once Hayabusa hits 6.
Yeah, and at this point we have 19 CS differential in the top lane, now 20, because Hayabusa Taicho and the Cho'Gath is just able to trade so much better than Moose on the loose on the Maokai, even though it should really be the other way around. Maokai with his healing and with his overall tankiness in the early game, sustained from his passive, he should be able to heal up and win a lot of these trades and kind of win the lane.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like he's able to do that right now. It could be off of, Cho'Gath's innate sustain, his passive giving him back health and mana, allowing him to poke down Maokai a little more, maybe. Also, Maokai can't really dodge away from any of Cho'Gath's CC, or he has his Twisted Advance, but he doesn't really have anything other than that, so once he jumps in, you've got to commit to something, right?
Yeah, and we do see a little
but they could overextend themselves here under this turret, but now they're on to Trotolor. Randy Newman going to keep jumping forward, but he's tanking aggro. He's going to go down for first blood. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, that's going to be the solo kill for Dr. Giggles, and now it's the native trying to run away. That's Trotolor flashing forward, trying to get him. He's got the Scuttle Crab on him, and he's going to take him down. Moose on the loose TP's in, but it seems like it's a little too late.
Yeah, that's going to be a 3-for-0 in favor of Oklahoma Diamond Rush. Great job from OGR Trotolor coming in with a counter gank after he suspected that the native 192 was coming down for a dive.
Yeah, and it seemed like Propulsion just really wanted to pull the trigger on something down there in the bottom lane and didn't really consider, but now Moose on the loose and Dr. Giggles are fighting. Can he get the kill onto the mid laner of OGR? Now Wukong Q sitting under the turret. Trotolor is going to go down to him, diving to get in, but cannot take the kill. That's going to be 1 kill back for Propulsion. Moose on the Loose was not able to secure the kill onto Dr. Giggles.
Yeah, Oklahoma get Diamond Rush there. Did find a lot of success from that counter gank in the bot lane. Then they decided to push their lead, try to go for one more, but they couldn't. Just the Silver's safety was too much for them, and Trottler was not able to find that gank.
Yeah, Wukong Q doing a great job holding everything under turret, you know, making sure that that's really where he can make his last stand, you know? It's still 8 minutes in. Trottler's not tanky enough to tank 2, 3, 4 turret shots, and that's a case in point right there. He jumps in thinking, you know, I can do it. No, you can't. So now everything goes back to... Oh, never mind. In the mid lane, it is not back to regular lane phase. We have Randy Newman sitting in that bush waiting for Dr. Giggles.
Yeah, he was spotted out by a ward there. Dr. Giggles placing that control ward over the wall. Trying to get some safety in that lane. He knows that they're looking for him.
Oh, but now we've got a gank up in the top lane. The native going to stun up Hayabusa Taicho. He is in a sticky situation, and he's going to go down. Great gank by Propulsion. Trottler is here, but it is too late. He's just going to have to hold the wave.
That's very surprising. Hayabusa Taichou doing a great job with that vision up in the top lane. He should be able to see that Irelia coming, but maybe he just didn't have the map awareness, not the reaction time to get away from that one.
Yeah, you know, you can have as many wards as you want up there in the top lane, but if you're not paying attention to your mini-map, it doesn't really matter. So, Hayabusa losing his life in the top lane, giving Moose on Deluce a little bit of a reprieve, a little bit of gold to even up that 19 CS lead right now that Hayabusa has. It is almost 10 minutes, which means Rift Herald is coming up soon. Do you think that's going to be a significant target for either of these teams?
You see, both junglers are doing a lot of damage in the early game, but none of their lanes really have priority. I think they're both pushing in each other evenly, except in the bot lane. We do see an arrow coming out looking for Artorian Sif.
Oh, but it actually catches him. Dr. Giggle's going to flash forward. He has the Ignite, and it's going to go down. Artoria and Sif jumping away. The Ignite is ticking. Oh, but the Nether Grasp under the turret! Dr. Giggles jumping too far in!
Dr. Giggles did not expect that one there. He jumped in trying to get the last tick on the kill, going for one, but he did not know Artoria and Sif had the Nether Grasp, did not even suspect it.
Oh, wow. I didn't even expect that. I was like, oh, yeah, he could just... And now Trottler and the native duking it out. The native with his skirmishing saber, the dueling smite, doing a lot of work against Trottler, burning this Olaf down pretty fast.
Yeah, as I was saying, both of these junglers are tailored towards the early game, and when you see that in pro play, typically they do a lot of early objectives. They typically, you see them soloing that dragon, soloing that Rift Herald, so maybe we'll see that here. But typically in amateur play, our teams are too afraid to do that. They're playing not to lose rather than to win.
Yeah, so we actually do see the native hanging around this bot side. There were some pings around that dragon, but it looks like he's just going to head to the mid lane instead, catching Dr. Giggles. And yeah, Dr. Giggles just going to be forced to jump out. The Shroud doing a lot of work for the Akali here. Oh, and now Randy Newman caught in the middle of two members. Wukong Q trying to jump away. The teleport is coming out from Artoria and Sif. He is here, but he doesn't have Nethergrass. Silverhammer now taken very low. He's going to go down to Wukong Q. And meanwhile, in the bot turret, Native takes down Veffy. It's just Trottler left down here. Dr. Giggles coming to support him, but Propulsion is on the warpath right now. They're going to take the first turret. Cementing their 2k gold lead early in the game here.
Incredible job from side Propulsion collapsing on that after they know that their bot lane is in trouble. They use the TP from Artorian Sif that he was holding, not using it for lane selfishly, but rather using it for the team.
Oh, Hayabusa might have Feast here to take down Moose on Deluce. Can he get it? Is that going to be? There. He's going to take the kill there, the solo kill by Hayabusa Taicho. Nomming on the tree. So yeah, Propulsion with their really good reactive play down there, seeing that they're getting ganked and immediately committing everything into getting down there and taking, trying to at least take the fight even, instead taking 2 for 1 and the turret.
Yeah, we do see a very interesting call from the side Propulsion here. We see the bot lane lane swapping with the top lane here, even though the dragon's up. Now, typically you don't see the bot lane switch up so early, even after taking the tower, just because they're going to lose that dragon. As you can see, the side of Oklahoma Diamond Rush is going to start up that dragon. As soon as they see Wukong Q up in the top lane, they will get it for free.
Yeah, that is going to be a little bit of a misstep on Propulsion's side, or if they're if they're confident that they can just burn down this tower right now, or even like kill Hayabusa and have wasted his teleport, I think it could be worth it for them. But I don't think they're going to get it right now. This is just wasted time basically.
I would like to see a dive up on Hayabusa here. Randy Newman does have the ultimate up, but I don't know if Wukong Q can do enough damage.
Yeah, Hayabusa's Feast just coming up now as well, but I don't think Wukong Q can do that much. He only has the one item, the Storm Razor, and Hayabusa with the Glacial Shroud I think he's just going to prove a little too tanky at this stage of the game for Wukong Q to, take down as the only damage source there.
Yeah,
and now we have the arrow coming out. That's going to be Randy Newman immediately flashing away with the Unbreakable Will on top. Wukong Q is going to engage now, but are they going to be out of position? That's 3 versus 4 right now, although Trodelor is running away. Silverhammer now caught in the middle, but Randy Newman is in the middle of OGR. He's going to go down. Trodelor unstoppable now, and Silverhammer going to stun up Moose on Deleuze. We have Native in the backline. The Nethergrass comes out. It's going to take down Veffy. Now Trodelor and Hayabusa are both going to be running. Trodelor going to die, and Hayabusa taken down under turret as well. Again, Propulsion with the reactive plays here.
Yeah, Propulsion was definitely expecting that. When they saw that they were pushing in the wave bot, the huge wave crashing right now, they knew somebody would have to attend to that. They start pulling their resources up to the top lane. They're either going to look for a dive or look for the fight, and OGR gave them the perfect fight that they wanted.
Yeah, up front, blowing all of their big cooldowns, the Ash Arrow for the initiation, the Braum Flash Glacial Fissure in, it just basically made sure that once the teleport came out from Moose and Deleuze, once Artoria and Sif got there, there wasn't really anything that OGR had to follow up on these two, fairly intimidating threats. Also, the Nethergrass being able to lock down Veffy and make sure that, even with this Blade of the Ruin King that he has, he can't do anything against Moose on the Loose, Randy Newman, the tanky members, because he's just dead. So now we have Propulsion at a 2-turret lead. That's going to be 3,500 for them here at 15 minutes. I wish we had like stats for gold leads and things. Yeah. That would just be so cool, but we don't, because that's just way too hard to track. Randy Newman and Silverhammer might meet each other. No support battle.
Randy Newman is looking to pressure the mid lane here. That tower is getting low, and we do have the Rift Herald inside Propulsion. We might look for a play there.
Yeah, and with this being the last outer turret, this is basically going to be the one focus that Propulsion has right now, considering that the Dragon and the Rift Herald, neither of them are up, and there's still 4 minutes until Baron's even on the map, let alone, takeable for this team. Yeah, Wukong Q, now with the Zeal, he's going to be doing a lot of damage to the squishies. Dr. Giggles, you can see he's from a Boomerang Blade and just 1 or 2 auto attacks, taken, about 1/5 of his health. Granted, he does have potions, he has the healing from his 5-point shuriken, but still, if you got to keep using your shurikens to heal. Oh, but he's going to flash in and engage. Wukong Q gets out, and that's going to be the spell shield blocking the enchanted crystal arrow. Dr. Giggles, is he going to be able to get out? Randy Newman standing in the middle of 3 members of OGR, and now we have the Native coming in. The Ragnarok going to take down Randy Newman, and now the Native is going to take out Silverhammer and Veffy. Trodelor can't quite get away, and the Native is chasing down Dr. Giggles. He takes him down. And that's going to be the Ignite, getting the shutdown return kill by Dr. Giggles onto the Native. But that's still a 4 for 2. Now we have Propulsion pushing in this last middle turret and going for more.
Yeah, we do have a common theme here of the side of Oklahoma Diamond Rush trying to make these plays, but Propulsion is just always there. They're able to somehow win all of these fights. I believe it's because the side of Oklahoma Diamond Rush, they're burning all their skills and cooldowns onto Randy Newman, who is dying every fight, but You can't focus the tank every time, even if he's right in front of you.
Yeah, again, we did see Silverhammer using his Glacial Fissure onto Randy Newman. Uh, it's good CC, but that just doesn't really do anything when Unbreakable Will is up. As well, Veffy throwing the Enchanted Crystal Arrow to stop Artoria and Sif in his Nether grasp against Dr. Giggles, but he had his Spell Shield up. It ate it, and he wasn't able to stop the channel. So the two biggest team fighting cooldowns, taken out so early by this by OGR, just not really picking the right targets.
Absolutely, and we do see the side of Propulsion now grouping in the bot lane, but the side of OGR are in the mid lane. They're going to push in right here. They do not have a wave yet, so Moose on the Loose will be able to clear this one out, but on the next one they might be able to clear that wave. They do have a wave building in the top lane here. We're going to see Veffy try to clear that one.
The native. And now we have Wukong Q and the native jumping onto Hayabusa Taicho. It doesn't look like he's going to be able to get out. His flash not quite up yet, and Trotalor can't really do anything. That Olaf doesn't have any CC to support his top laner.
We do see the Enchanted Crystal Arrow come out.
Oh, and that's going to be the engage. Dr. Giggles actually jumps back in. Is he going to get taken down? Now he's in his shroud, and he's going to survive so much longer than he should have. But now Wukong Q aggressed on by Silverhammer. The heal comes out, and he realizes that he's bitten off more than he can chew. The members of Propulsion taking down this Braum to take the 4-man kill. Oh, and Moose on the Loose. So alive. So little health right now. And now we have Wukong Q trying to take as much damage on this turret as he can.
Yeah, definitely right there. We saw the members of Oklahoma Diamond Rush not really coordinate their engage. They all kind of went in one by one. They all got bursted. They got picked off. And the side of Propulsion comes ahead in that one yet again.
Yeah, it seems to be the common theme in these fights. Using cooldowns kind of against your team. You're not using them in sync. We saw, again, Silverhammer coming in way too late at the end of that fight, where Trotalor and Dr. Giggles had already been fighting. Trotalor was dead by the time that Silverhammer was even on the same screen. Hayabusa getting picked early, and Veffy just wasn't really able to do anything. He was in the wrong lane.
Yeah, that's definitely a byproduct of the side of Oklahoma Diamond Rush not tending to those side lanes. They saw the wave building up for quite some time, and they chose to do nothing about it. So at that point, they knew on the side of Propulsion that somebody's going to have to clear that wave. Let's force a play on the other side of the map, and that's exactly what they did.
Yeah, this is great wave management coming out from Propulsion. They're making sure that that all of the big waves are in the right positions. They're always making sure to look at the map and say, okay, but even if we win this fight down here, what happens with our minion waves? What happens with our tower pressure? And they are going to take down that Cloud Drake, going to even up the Drake score 1-1.
Yeah, and we do see a wave slow pushing in favor of Propulsion here.
Oh, but the Enchanted Crystal Arrow goes wide now. Moose on Deleuze, not going to get stunned up, and now Trotalor is on the run. Dr. Giggles jumps into the middle, and now he's going to get rooted by the Twisted or the Grasping Embrace. Dr. Giggles is jumping into the middle. He's going to be suppressed now. That's going to be Artoria and Sif running away. He can't quite get the damage off, but Veffy cannot live through this. Hayabusa Taicho as well going to go down. Wukong Q left alone and allowed to tear through this Oklahoma Diamond Rush team. 7-0-13 now on Sivir.
Absolutely. Wukong Q is showing a fantastic performance this game on the Sivir. Nobody's getting onto him in these team fights because he has so much peel from Randy Newman and Artoria and Sif and Moose on the Loose. Nobody can get on him. He's just free to wreck Oklahoma Diamond Rush with his Storm Razor and Rapid Fire Cannon.
Yeah, and Artoria and Sif, I have to give him credit from that fight. Dr. Giggles, he got hit very early by the Maokai ultimate and wasn't able to go in until late into the fight. But Artoria and Sif didn't use the Nether Grasp on anyone else. He waited until he saw the Akali flying in to take out his ADC and immediately hit the R. Really good peel. He knows he's not the big damage carry on this team. It is the Sivir who will just, tear open the entire team.
Absolutely. The side of Propulsion definitely knows what they want to do in every single team fight, and they're executing extremely perfectly. The side of Oklahoma Diamond Rush is very uncoordinated. They don't really know what to do, and Propulsion is picking them apart.
Yeah, and right now it seems like it's just going from bad to worse, but Trodelor now trying to engage Silverhammer here with him. He doesn't have the Glacial Fissure, however. That's going to be a burned Ragnarok for nothing as well. The Enchanted Crystal Arrow not getting anything. And this would be the perfect time for Propulsion to engage and try and close out this game. And that's going to be it. Jumping in onto Hayabusa Taicho. He can't really get away. Meanwhile, two members in the backline of OGR. That's going to be the native going down to Veffy. And Randy Newman is in here, but he can't stay for long. That's Dr. Giggles running away from the fight. He's flashed out and he's been cleansed. But now that's Silverhammer down. It's just Dr. Giggles and Veffy left. Two members versus four. Oh! The snipe by Wukong Q going to take down the mid laner, the last big damage threat against him. And it looks like Propulsion running it in, taking down these turrets. Randy Newman peeling for the rest of his team as Wukong Q cuts down these turrets. He's going to die to the Fountain Laser, but it doesn't matter because Propulsion is breaking open this Nexus. Wukong Q hitting it now. It's going to be going so low and no one can stop it. That's going to be the game for Propulsion.
Wow, absolutely incredible fight from Propulsion there. They knew that the cool key downs, Ragnarok and Enchanted Crystal Arrow, were down from the side of Oklahoma Diamond Rush. They knew that was their time to strike. They engage immediately. They find the right targets. They just win the team fight, hands down. Incredible performance from Propulsion, and this is what I expected of them in playoffs.
Yeah, they have been doing so well at just ending games cleanly. You know, they pick their win condition, they know what it is, and then they just make sure to execute. It didn't really seem like OGR had a chance in that game. You know, they were just kind of playing Propulsion's game from the very beginning. So a great performance from Propulsion. And up next, we will have the next game, Return of the Middle Sticks versus... can't remember who the other... Return of the Middle Sticks versus Landsneck. So we will be back in just a few minutes with that. Don't go anywhere. And we are back with the GetRECt 2018 Diamond Cap Fall Split Week 6. We just saw Propulsion Esports take down Oklahoma Diamond Rush, and now we are about to see the match between Return of the Middle Sticks and Land Snack. So over on the blue side is Return of the Middle Sticks. We have Liposuction Lane in the top lane playing Ornn, Tendies 2 in the jungle on Graves, Demon Print playing Corky mid, FOTC 4th Shot, and bot lane Kazekage playing Tristana and Alistar.
On the red side, we have Land Snake, we have Mechanical Reaper on Darius in the top lane, we have King Shack Daddy on Nunu and Willip in the jungle, we have Chris Can't Miss on Zoe in mid lane, we have Karamat and PB Doughboy on on Varus and Morgana respectively. You see a little bit of invade here, they do get spotted out by 4th Shot.
Yeah, this is a pretty good team to invade with, just having, Morgana Q and if Chris Can't Miss takes Sleepy Trouble Bubble first, that could just spell a pick at level 1. Oh, going to hit 4th Shot, gets that 10 gold, GG 10 gold lead for Snack. And now Shack Daddy heading up to his red buff to just see Liposuction Lane walking away. Looks like he is going to start red.
Should suspect that it is warded there, just because he saw Liposuction Lane there. But he didn't actually place the ward, it was actually Tendies who was there.
Oh, yeah. So, oh, is he gonna... Where's he? Okay, he's just going around to place a ward there in that Pixel Brush and head back for his red buff. So, I don't really see that many junglers even start topside anymore. Is that more common in higher elos, or...?
I think that King Shack Daddy is starting topside. He's going to plan to contest... He's going to plan to go for that bot scuttle just because he knows he can't contest the Graves level 2 or 3, just because Nunu Phillip is a little bit weaker early.
Okay,
more of a
so
gank tool, so he might look to get that. However, Tendies 2 is going to go ahead and start that bot scuttle up. Does know that King Shack Daddy is on his way, so King Shack Daddy is about to roll in.
Yeah, rolling in. I wonder if he's going to... No, it looks like Tendies did manage to secure it before Shack Daddy could get there. So unfortunate for him, but at least he still gets to go, buff to buff.
Yeah, he might look to bank bot lane here, just because he did start topside. Typically, when jungler starts topside, he's going to gank bot lane pretty early.
Oh, we've got the engage by Kazekage. Karamat having to flash away and heal, but that's the ignite, and that's going to be first blood for 4th Shot. The ignite ticking him down and then finishing him off with the explosive charge and the final auto attack.
PB Doughboy did miss the binding just a little bit there. I believe that was the main cause that Karamat did have to go down there. He burned both summoners, and that's a huge advantage for 4th Shot, bot lane Kazekage on the side of Return of the Middle Sticks. Also, probably thwarting the plans of King Shack Daddy, probably looking to gank bot pretty early.
Yeah, I think that is probably just a really good, just game plan in general for Return of the Middle Sticks. They knew that Shack Daddy started top, and, knowing that and saying, okay, well, he's probably going to come bot and gank pretty early. Well, if we just killed him first, he can't come bot and gank. And now it's, obviously going to be that much harder for him to gank effectively when Tristana is ahead.
Absolutely, and the bot lane of Land Snake did not respect that level 2 power spike of the Tristana Alistar there. They can go pretty ham level 2 with the Alistar combo and the Tristana rocket jump.
Yeah, using that power spike to their very effective advantage. Meanwhile, in the top lane, we do have Mechanical Reaper and Liposuction Lane duking it out. Liposuction Lane has the minion dematerializer, which is kind of interesting. Ornn never really has a problem shoving lanes, but I guess against Darius, maybe is there something there? Do Ornns tend to falter against Darius to the point where you get shoved in?
He might be respecting the Darius just a little bit too much. He's using a lot of his mana, as you can see in the top lane. He even bought a Sapphire Crystal with his passive to try to help him in that lane. Maybe he just has a mental block against Darius or something. Because Ornn does have a little bit, like a fair amount of wave clear with his skills. However, when he does that, he cannot trade as well against the Darius.
Yeah, and for reference, this is... Ooh, now Shack Daddy actually caught in the back. That's the flash forward by Kazekage. Is he going to... Ooh, that's going to take the kill. The explosive charge again coming out for fourth shot. And that's going to be the jungler now of Lansneck Dad.
Yeah, the bot lane of Return of the Millsticks doing an incredible job here, just making these plays, getting themselves ahead, not even needing Tendies on this Graves here.
Yeah, this is going to free up Tendies to go wherever else he wants. If he wants to counter jungle Shack Daddy, if he just wants to camp a different lane, he's not going to really have to worry about his bot lane anymore.
I would like to see him take the Dragon here. He does have bot lane priority, even though Zoe is pushing in. He knows that there's really no camps on the side of King Shack Daddy, so he can go and start that up.
Ooh, fourth shot now caught under the turret, going to take a turret shot as well as... Oh, is the piercing arrow? No, going to go a little bit wide. But yeah, Tendies with that bottom side control right now. Shack Daddy on the other side taking his camps that were left there. It looks like he's going to go for that Gromp there on the red side jungle. Or on the red side blue jungle. And take the Gromp there, steal it away from the jungler of Lansneck. Meanwhile, his bot lane, fourth shot's a little low. He might have to go back soon. But Tendies is just going to get away thanks to the Blast Cone. Oh, as I was going to say, for reference, Liposuction lane and Mechanical Reaper in that top lane. Importantly, this is on the old patch. This is before those Darius buffs went live. So even though, that may be a reason, that you'd think he would be playing a little more safe against the Darius. It is before the buffs went live, so it's not like he's actually stronger. It could just be a mental thing, but now we've got a gank coming in, going to force Liposuction lane to flash away. The Noxian Guillotine comes out. Mechanical Reaper going to get stunned up, but oh, that's going to be the turret taking the kill. Liposuction lane gets the revenge kill onto Shack Daddy, and Tendies is here.
Yeah, King Shack Daddy went in a little, very ambitiously there, but see Tendies too.
Yeah, is he going to be able to take down Mechanical Reaper? Dashes into him to stop the heal, and that's going to be it. The kill for Tendies on the Mechanical Reaper. Yeah, great job. He did use the Noxian Guillotine early in the gank onto Liposuction lane, so he didn't have the reset. That was very crucial for Tendies being able to get that kill.
Yeah, Mechanical Reaper was a little bit greedy there in the top lane. He greeted for that wave. He did not have any wards out. There was no way to know that Tendies was going to come for him, and he did.
Yeah, and now using his teleport to get back to lane. Ooh, fourth shot taking a bunch of damage just from the hail of arrows and the Morgana binding. So he is still, he's still ahead. He's got a BF sword and a pickaxe to Karamat's recurve bow. But, if you just keep taking Morgana bindings, you're not going to be ahead for long.
Yeah, Karamat doing a great job farming here, keeping up with farm with the with fourth shot, even though he's being pushed in the entire time. Doing a great job farming under tower, the assistance of PP.
Yeah, Karamat actually a little bit ahead in the CS numbers. I think some of that is due to the fact that once you push your wave into tower and you're just hitting the tower repeatedly, rather than focusing on getting every single CS. You may lose a little just because you're getting turret damage. Meanwhile, Karamat getting to farm under turret just as much as he possibly can. There are 4 members from both teams on each side. That's going to be the engage for Kazekage. Demon Print jumping in, but PB Doughboy flashes out. Now Tendi's going to take a bunch of damage, going to knock up Demon Print with the biggest snowball ever. And the only casualty in that fight was PB Doughboy's flash.
Yeah, PB Doughboy was a little far forward there. Another binding onto...
Ooh, that's the chain of corruption coming out by Karamat, but was it a little bit ambitious? Fourth shot obviously has to back off. Ooh, the heal. Ooh, it didn't even look like he lost health because of that heal, but he definitely got hit by that piercing arrow.
It does not look like he needed the heal there as well. It might be a little bit of a panic. He saw the piercing arrow coming. He said, I do not want to lose my lead in this lane. I'm getting hit by every single Morgana binding.
Yeah, I was I mean, if I were in that situation, I would definitely have healed just because I always just think, oh, but what if his W's up? And, of course, when I play Varus, I never hit W. Because I just never remember that it's there until I'm, like, drawing it back. And then I'm like, oh, you know what would be great here? Percent missing health. You can't activate it when you're in the channel, which is kind of annoying. But in any case, no one dies in that bot lane engage. Only the Chain of Corruption and Fourth Shot's heal burned. Meanwhile, Liposuction lane going to build, was that Boots or the Glacial Shroud?
He had the Glacial Shroud earlier,
okay.
So it's probably
so yeah,
Boots.
Building his Boots in lane against Mechanical Reaper using that Ornn passive. He's pretty healthy right now, at basically full health and most of his mana, or half of his mana now.
Yeah, he's starting to fall just a little bit behind in this, but as a Darius, he always has a lot of kill potential onto Liposuction lane here. It looks like King Shakdai is going to pay another visit up to the top lane.
Yeah, Tendies is still on this side of the map, so if this turns into a 2v1, it could very quickly become a 2v2. Oh! Going to miss the knockback with the Ornn ult, and now Liposuction lane going to be taken solo. He's actually going to go down, and Tendies takes the kill onto Mechanical Reaper. Demon Print here, and he's going to kill Shack Daddy. Chris can't miss, a little late on the rotation. So
yeah. That was incredible from the side of Landsnake. They did not know that Tendies was in the top side of the map, not doing a great job tracking the enemy jungler there. King Shakdai tried to force a play in the top lane. He got counter ganked pretty easily.
Yeah, and yeah, it was more. I mean, it was more about Mechanical Reaper just having to back off after being taken so low against Liposuction lane, and then Shack Daddy, it's like, oh well, I can dive this because no one's here.
Yeah, also Demon Print in the mid lane did get that mid priority. He was able to roam out very quickly, especially with that Corki package.
Oh, that's going to be Kazekage jumping into engage, going to stun Doughboy, and now Fourth Shot is in. The Chain of Corruption onto the Alistar. Oh, but he's taken so low. That's going to be the kill by Shack Daddy onto Fourth Shot. Now Kazekage is on the run. He flashes away. Shack Daddy's still chasing him down. He's rooted now. He's actually going to knock him back into tower. But it doesn't matter. Kazekage going to go down to Karamat's Hail of Arrows. A 2-for-1 as a timely gank from the jungler saves Landsnake's bot lane.
Yeah, King Shakdai seems to be everywhere in this game on Nunu and Willump. He's visiting top lane and bot lane. He's in the jungle contesting scuttles. The one thing he is doing, though, is he's dying a lot.
Oh, the flash forward by Tendies. Now it's him and Karamat. Tendies does have his collateral damage, but is he going to be able to... No, he's knocked up now and going to get taken down by Nunu and Willump. Whew, Karamat with the fancy feet.
Yeah, King Shakdaddy, both junglers in this game definitely have each other's numbers. They are counter-ganking each other non-stop. It's incredible to see... I feel like it's luckiness just because I don't think they're tracking each other. Just happen to show up in the right place at the right time.
Yeah, it's not really like, oh, well, I know that he's going to be there, so I'm going to go. It's kind of more like, okay, I'm going to go down here. Oh, hey, look, it's a jungler. Wow, we're just on a, great minds think alike, right?
Yeah.
So now we've got Fourth Shot and Kazekage coming in, but again, Nunu and Willump both here. That's a double stun, a double knock up, and now the Chain of Corruption flashing forward. That's going to take out Fourth Shot and Kazekage shortly to follow the double kill by Karamat, bringing this bot lane back into the game in a big way.
Yeah, the return of the Millsticks definitely throwing their lead in the bot lane there. They're one of their only leads in this entire game, and Karamat and PB Doughboy making those plays in the bot lane with the help of King Shakdaddy, bringing the game back in their favor.
Yeah, and now with the 3 members down here, it looks like they will be getting first turret. And with the Ocean Drake up, they could set their sights on that from here. Tendi's not going to be able to do anything about it. He's just going to go back and farm his jungle. That's the first turret going over, and now we finally see a gold lead emerge. 1,000 gold in the lead for Snack.
Yeah, it does look like they're about to start up this Ocean Drake here. However, all members of Return of the Millsticks are available and they're ready to go.
Demon Print using the cleanse to get out of the binding and consequently the Sleepy Trouble Bubble, but now Chris can't miss, is knocked up and he's going to go down to Tendies. The Call of the Forge God is out, but it's going to go wide, not hit anyone. Fourth shot jumps in, forward. Karamat does not have Chain of Corruption, so they're just going to have to run rather than turning it. And now it looks like Return of the Middle Stick's going to get the Dragon. After a good pick on the Chris Can't Miss.
Yeah, absolutely. They did use that teleport advantage in the top lane there. Liposuction lane was holding his teleport in that lane, and then Mechanical Reaper is trying to push his lead a little bit. He uses teleport, and that means Return of the Millsticks turns anything into a 5v4.
Yeah. And now we've got Fourth Shot pushing out this wave. They're not going to hit the turret at all, but just going to go back and spend some of this gold that they just got in this little skirmish here. Ooh, Tendy's taking away the Scuttle Crab, but it could be a hit by Nunu and Wilm. Oh no, now Liposuction Lane is caught. He's going to be rooted by the Chain of Corruption, and he's going to go down Karamat on a rampage. 4 kills in a row now for this Varus. Definitely showing his stuff here.
Yeah, none of this could be done without the help of King Shakti on this Nunu and Willem. He is absolutely taking over this game. He's controlling everything. He does have 100% kill participation. He's starting up the Rift Herald, and they're going to rotate top here with the biggest snowball ever and look to take that lane.
Yeah, they could just use the Rift Herald here to get the easy tower. Kazekage is on the way. Tendy's is on this side of the map, and Liposuction Lane is walking, but he can't move that fast. He doesn't have teleport, and he's just an Ornn. Tendy's going to jump over and hit Shack Daddy, who has the Rift Herald. So if they can take him down, that can eliminate the possibility of the Rift Herald now. But now Tendy's is going to be taken solo. Karamat unstoppable. Kazekage trying to hit around Shack Daddy, but it was an ill-advised engage, trying to take the 2v3 and regretting it hard.
Yeah, Tendy's and bot lane Kazekage definitely do not have enough damage there. I don't know what they were thinking trying to go for an engage, trying to stop that Rift Herald in the top lane, but it looks like they don't even need it. Liposuction lane is going to be unable to hold against the bot lane of Landsnake. They are going to look for a dive here.
Yeah, I suppose oh, but now Fourth Shot is here. Karamat is knocked up, and there are no cooldowns for the bot lane of Snek. Is Fourth Shot going to be able to chain this? Yes, he's going to jump in. PB Doughboy flashes away. Oh, he's so low, but he's going to live thanks to the Triumph. Oh! Oh, Chris Can't Miss coming out of nowhere with the Paddle Star. But is Fourth Shot, has he been here for too long? Going to flash forward by Chris Can't Miss, and he's going to take him down. That wasn't an actual flash. That was a Spell Thief flash. Spell Thief?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I always have a problem with that because Spell Thief's Edge is a thing. And now Tendy's and Mechanical Reaper are duking it out here. The Noxian Guillotine is available, so Tendy's will have to watch himself.
We did see Return of the Millstick pick up a mid lane turret there after the side of Landsnake committed so many resources at top. They overstayed a little bit, they got engaged on, and they just lose the mid lane tower. Demon Prit doing an excellent job of pushing in these lanes and pressuring these towers here. We did see him earlier in the bot lane as well.
Yeah, and thanks to that, Return of the Middle Sticks has actually evened up the gold lead. It's within 200 now. Shack Daddy with the absolute zero going to absolutely decimate Tendy's. He's going to get to flash over the wall and to safety, however. Great escape there by the jungler of Return of the Middle Sticks.
Yeah, King Shack Daddy is really tired of Tendy's taking all the Scuttle Crabs there. He's going to look for a fight, commit a lot of resources to push him out of there, pick up his second Scuttle, if it might be.
Yeah, and now it looks like mid lane is the place to be. Both teams almost entirely here, except for Mechanical Reaper, who does have his teleport, however. Liposuction Lane still looking at about a minute and a half left there on the teleport, so he's not going to be able to match the top laner of Landsnek and then get back to his team.
Absolutely. Mechanical Reaper pushing in the side lane here. Somebody's going to have to answer them. The Return of the Millsticks don't have a third tier, a third tier tower to push in here.
Oh, but that's going to be the Call of the Forge God going wide. Liposuction Lane jumps in, but he's drowsy now. Shack Daddy, that's the Chain of Corruption jumping in onto Liposuction Lane. He's going to go down. Mechanical Reaper gets the reset on Noxie and Guillotine, having used the teleport to get in. The Sleepy Trouble Bubble coming in bot lane. Kazekage going to have to walk around, taking the long path. It's going to be what looks like a 3v5 here right in the middle, as Kazekage still stuck on the other side of the fight. That's the Rift Herald being channeled. Oh, PB Doughboy is so low, and with the Zanya's Hourglass being used, he's going to still go down to Demon Print, but now Shack Daddy and Mechanical Reaper are chasing down the mid laner of Return of the Middle Stick, going to flash over the wall, make sure that he's safe from this absolute zero. Kazekage now having to run, flashes away from Mechanical Reaper. Fourth shot, still here, still low, and still trying to do damage. He's channeling his back, but it looks like Return of the Middle Sticks is going to have to see this turret.
Yeah, right there we did see a 4v5, and they did get the better end of that after we saw Liposuction Lane got picked off earlier. You do pick off PB Doughboy in exchange. He steps a little bit too far forward, and Demon Print does pick him off. However, they do lose the turret after all of that.
Yeah, so Landsneck gets what they came for. And with the Dragon coming up in 20 seconds, it looks like both of these teams, Shack Daddy clearing out his Krugs, and I think he's going to go back, get another item, and head to this Dragon. We see Fourth Shot clearing out Vision, and in general, Return of the Middle Sticks clearing out Vision in the bot side as Karamat rotates down. It is a Mountain Drake, so that's pretty big. Especially with, you know, this Tristana going to be able to outrange everyone else in the game fairly soon. That's the Call of the Forge God. Liposuction Lane going to not quite get Chris Can't Miss. Going to hit him with the damage, however.
Yeah, it does look like Return of the Middle Sticks again start off this Dragon after they push off the members of Team Landsnake.
Yeah, they're going to burn it down fairly fast. Fourth shot not going to get caught by the Sleepy Trouble Bubble, but now that's the engage. Demon Print and Chris Can't Miss duking it out on the side. That's going to take down Chris Can't Miss, and that's Kazekage going down. Oh, the reset's coming out from Mechanical Reaper. Is he going to be able? No, he already used his flash. Fourth shot going to escape, but it's a 3-for-1 for Landsneck.
Yeah, it does look like Landsneck is going to rotate over to this Baron after clearing the side wave. They did not get the Dragon, but they do get the fight afterwards. The side of Return of the Middle Sticks is not strong enough to be able to win these fights.
Yeah, Karamat's going to be able to burn down this Baron fairly fast, has his Guinsus and has a Zeal, even though it doesn't seem like much. That's a lot of DPS that basically that's what you need. Oh, but now Demon Print is here. Can he try and get them off of it? Or no, it's still going very low. Demon Print, no, it's just going to go over. Shack Daddy takes it with both the Consume and the Smite.
Yeah, we do have Karamat sitting on now the Ginsus and the Runons, but in that last fight he had the Ginsus against Fourth Shot's Storm Razor. Ginsus is an overall stronger item in that earlier game. Tristana needs just another item or two to match the power of Karamat here on the Varus. Since he fell behind after losing his that lane, Karamat's able to pull ahead and carry these team fights actually.
Yeah, it looked like Fourth Shot is within 800 gold of getting his rapid fire cannon, but you can see he still has the pickaxe sitting in his inventory, the one he bought at like 4 minutes after that first kill. So he hasn't been able to use it for anything. I mean, obviously he got it because he had 875 gold, but he hasn't really been able to really been able to turn that into anything else. Or, you know, just mess up his build path, because what builds out of a pickaxe that you really want to get early? Or at least, what builds out of a pickaxe anymore? Oh, Chris Can't Miss! Torn apart by Tendies. That's going to be the engage by Call of the Forge God, knocking up 2 members of Landsneck, but no one's there to follow up.
Yeah, great pick from Return of the Middle Sticks, trying to get back into this game after Landsneck took this Baron. Do have a biggest snowball ever, turning into a quite tiny snowball, trying to maybe look for an engage on the side of Landsnake, but they do have Mechanical Reaper pushing in that side lane. He does not have TP. They probably do not want that fight.
Yeah, it looks like 2 members, 3 members even, are heading toward that bot side to push out Mechanical Reaper, but now Fourth Shot and Demon Print are under turret with Kazekage here. He could go in. He has Headbutt Pulverize, does not quite have his flash back yet. But, you know, with Mechanical Reaper not having his TP, Liposuction Lane could join his team and turn this into a 4v5.
Yeah, they do have, on the side of Return of the Millsticks, they have built up quite a wave there in the top lane. Chris Can't Miss is about to answer, and I think this is their time to go.
But it looks like they're backing off for a second, letting Landsneck clear this wave, and maybe push it in, try and get them into their side of the map, fight on their terms. Chris Can't Miss still up there clearing the wave, so they have time.
Yeah, it appears they are just trying to wait out this Baron here. They do have a lot of wave clear on the side of Return of the Millsticks. They're going to out the Baron, they're going to clear the waves, and they're going to look for the fight after that.
Yeah, and Mechanical Reaper's teleport is almost up, so if they want to go, it's just about up right now. So now any fight with Chris Can't Miss rejoining his team, it could just very easily be a 5v5. So it looks like the window of opportunity for a favorable fight has closed on Return of the Middlesticks.
Yeah, in a fight right now, either team winning the fight means inhibitor at this point if they ace the other team. So we're looking for a fight right now. Very dangerous, volatile game.
Yeah, both teams knowing that one misstep could just completely change the game. If Sneck steps out of position and gets caught, they could throw away this lead. If Return of the Middlesticks does, they could just, hand over a game-winning lead to Sneck.
Absolutely, and we do have a large wave building in favor of Team Landsnake here. We see Demon Print going up to the top side. It looks like they should be able to force something here. They do have a bot wave slow pushing. Somebody might want to go click that. It looks like they're going to Mechanical Reaper there. It's going to be a split pushing menace. Ornn can't really handle him right now, so I think they should just play around Mechanical Reaper at this point. 5 and 2 on this Darius.
Yeah, allowing just kind of forcing that 0-4-1 split push could just be Landsneck's win condition right now. Just allowing Mechanical Reaper to get stronger and stronger, just clearing the waves down in the bot lane, pushing in that turret, forcing someone or multiple someones to go down there, and then starting a fight. That could be the avenue that Landsneck takes for their, for a win. But Return of the Middlesticks is going to have to figure something out pretty quick, or it's gonna start running away from them.
Yeah, Landsnake really losing the tempo of the game here. They're just going back and farming. They're backing. They're prepping for this dragon fight. However, they did have control of the game for quite a while. Even after Chris Can't Miss getting picked off, they were able to control those lanes for a little bit, but they didn't really do anything with their lead.
Yeah, and now with their Baron buff down, it is basically going to return to normal, a 2,000 gold game, and at 27 minutes, 2,000 gold really doesn't mean that much. So now the dragon up currently, and with Karamat on the other side of the map, it looks like Return of the Middlesticks is going to take control of this dragon pit. Are we going to see a repeat of what happened with the last one? And now we have an engage by Kazekage. That's going to be the knock-up onto King Shack Daddy. Kazekage is in the middle, but that's Mechanical Reaper going so low, he's not going to be able to get those guillotines off. Shack Daddy going very low as well. He's going to get taken down by Fourth Shot, and now it is a 3v2, 3v1 now. Karamat running for his life, burning the flash to get over the wall, and it is going to be overall a 4-for-2. Return of the Middlesticks taking this fight by storm.
Yeah, Mechanical Reaper was not able to pop off that fight like he did the last Dragon fight. Nobody was really able to get onto those carries, and Demon Print and Fourth Shot were able to take over that team fight. Now, they are going to look to push on the inhibitor here. They have a bot wave building up pretty significantly. They might look to take inhibitor, tower, and inhibitor.
Oh, flashing forward onto Karamat. That's going to be the kill by Tendies to get the final little ace before PB Doughboy gets back up. And just as you said, a fight means an inhibitor.
Absolutely, and on the side of Return of the Middlesticks, we do see the goalie finally swing in their favor after that Baron take. Landsnake really slowing down the game, giving Fourth Shot time to scale up, giving Demon Print time to scale up. They're both sitting, they're both sitting on 3 items at this point. They're very strong carries, spiking in that later mid game.
Yeah, and now it's going to be the game for Sneck to play is Mechanical Reaper needs to get on both of these carries. We saw that didn't quite happen last fight. He was burned down. He was locked down and burned down fairly quickly, making sure that he couldn't you know, carry his team to victory in that fight. Oof. That's going to be another Call of the Forge God going wide. Liposuction Lane just throwing that one out. He does have 30% CDR, so it's not like it's, a devastatingly long cooldown. But, that's still not the kind of thing you spam, right?
Yeah, and on the return of the Millsticks, they did have taken that inhibitor, allowing them to take control of this Baron area, just because they had mid priority. Somebody's always gonna have to go back and clear that wave on the side of Landstake, and they do start up the Baron here.
Yeah, it looks like Sneck knows they're going to be jumping in. Kazekage jumps into the back lane. Oh, that's a Baron gone already. The two Mountain Drakes doing so much work. Kazekage isn't dead yet either. And now with Mechanical Reaper running away from the rest of his team, it looks like Return of the Middlesticks isn't finally engaging the fight that they wanted. Fourth shot skirting around the edges, and Demon Print takes down Karamat. This is a very spread out fight. This is exactly what Return of the Middlesticks wants. They want to keep Mechanical Reaper and Shack Daddy away from their carries, away from Demon Print and Fourth Shot, who are tearing up the rest of the team. Shack Daddy going solo. Demon Print is godlike. Tendies taking down PB Doughboy, and that's going to be the top Nexus turret taking down the bot one as well. It looks like Return of the Middlesticks is going to take the game.
Wow, incredible performance of Return of the Middlesticks, really taking their opportunity and seizing that. They brought their teamfight win into a complete victory right there. They were behind most of the game, and they were able to get that dragon fight, that one crucial dragon fight, and absolutely turn around the game.
Yeah, making sure that Sneck couldn't play to their strengths anymore. Return of the Middlesticks turned the game back around on them, and then Demon Print and Fourth Shot teamed up to just be this unstoppable killing machine that took down Sneck and secured the victory for their team. So that was our second game of the day. We do have 3 more, which will be for the new patch, the one that started on Wednesday. So in this new patch, a bunch of things changed. Darius buffs, Elise buffs, Kha'Zix buffs. It's just a bunch of buffs.
Yeah,
Thresh buffs, Pike buffs, and all sorts of other stuff. So when we come back, we will start off with the next game, which is... I want to say Killerwares United versus Unlucky Retribution. So we will be back in just a few minutes. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back. We just saw Return of the Middlesticks come back and take down Landsneck in a from-behind victory, and now we are about to watch the game between Killer Whales United, formerly, recently underwent a name change, versus Unlucky Retribution. So, on the blue side, we have We Like Fortnite playing Urgot in the top lane, Unplugged Bug playing Jarvan the Fourth in the jungle, Shikoro on the Ahri mid, and then in the bot lane we have Bubble Boy and Crazy Legs playing Ashe and Soraka.
And on the side of Unlucky Retribution, we have player John in the top lane on that Ornn. We have Dr. Wildey on Xin Zhao in the jungle. We have DCK on Orianna. Mid lane, we have Tiansama and Gavi in the bot lane on Kai'Sa and Braum.
Yeah, so I'm really interested to see the Ahri. I mean, like, you know, she's not a super like uncommon wild off meta pick, but it's always nice to see an Ahri, just because it's a very skill expressive champion. You know, you get to watch a lot of fun, just complete full combo plays.
Yeah, Ahri is definitely one of those flashier champions, very fun to cast, but on the side of Unlucky Retribution, I do really like their comp. It's really balanced. They have a really strong team fight. Just based off of comps, I expect them to win this game hands down. Definitely won the draft on this.
Yeah, between the really good engage from both Braum and Ornn, combined with Xin Zhao being able to come in with the Orianna ball on him, go for that shockwave play, and just the fact that Kai'Sa is just so strong, always, never really a bad pick. You just kind of have to wait a little bit, scale up, and then rip through an entire enemy team. Just Icathian Rain, and suddenly everything's dead, and you're like, what am I doing?
Absolutely. Tiansama is very great AD, probably one of the best in the OKLCS right now, so giving him that Kai'Sa is very scary.
Yeah, and I have to wonder, Crazy Legs on the Soraka, you know, it's an interesting pick because you don't see it much, but you don't really see it much because it's not particularly good, especially against something like Braum. You know, you can jump in and knock them around a little bit, and Soraka can't really get away. She's just a heal bot.
Yeah, and into the Kai'Sa, you definitely want something a little more punishing, just because Kai'Sa, her weak point is in the early game, so you want like engage support or something poke heavy to be able to force that early game bot lane.
Yeah, and I think if you're going to play a heal support, or, you know, a heal shield support, you want to play like a Nami or like a Karma or something. You know, you've still got avenues for engage, you've still got avenues for poke. You're not entirely just healing, but we see the junglers meet here, and Dr. Wildey going to do a bunch of damage and then just run away from Unplugged Bug.
Yeah, after Xin Zhao blows his combo level 3, he doesn't really other damage, so it's very smart Dr. Wildey to try and get away from that one. The bot lane, we do see Tiansama and Gavi getting poked out there. Great job from Bubble Boy and Crazy Legs. Maybe Crazy Legs is trying to show us that the Soraka pick does work in this case, trying to get that poke damage, and Gavi is on the Braum is not really punishing Soraka pick here.
Yeah, and with Tiansama taken so low initially in those pokes, he was forced to back off first, and, you know, once that happens, you know, you're just kind of Braum. You can't do that much, you know, you can't do that much yourself. You just enable your ADC to kill the Soraka. But now we see Crazy Legs with the roam up, might be trying to put some pressure on DCDK, but no, he's just going to back off.
Very interesting from Crazy Legs to try and roam up. DK is very healthy at this point. He doesn't. He's sort of tanky with that shield. Aura isn't doing too much damage, even with the corrupting potion. So don't expect to see really any summoners blown or any real danger to DC DK if Crazy Legs.
Oh, but Dr. Wildey is here. He jumps in, gets charmed, forces the flash out of Shikoro.
Wow, great charm from Shikoro here. He charmed Dr. Wildey as he was jumping in on the Xin Zhao. He was able to get out of that one.
Yeah, he didn't get oh, but the flash forward by Gavi! Crazy Legs is now on the run. That's first blood going over to Tien Sama, and now it looks like Bubble Boy is going to follow his support into death. Tien Sama running away, but now Bubble Boy flashes forward. Oh, he gets Tien Sama, loses his life in the process. But wow, that was eventful.
Yeah, 2 for 1 in favor of Unlucky Retribution here. Just as we said, Gavi was not punishing this rocket pick. He flashes forward, goes immediately onto Crazy Legs. Crazy Legs on this rocket, just really nothing he can do at that point.
I think he can hear us from beyond time. He just hears, they're not punishing him enough. Now Unplugged Bug does not get the knock-up on the DCDK, but DCDK doesn't have any mana. He still gets the auto attacks off, and those do a lot of damage because Oriana's passive. It's not as ridiculous as it used to be, but it's still pretty strong.
Yeah, DCDK does have the cleanse in this lane. He is staying. He's trying to farm up, get to his first lost chapter.
Oh, but Dr. Wildy is here. Is he going to go in on Unplugged Bug? No, because we have the bot lane of Killer Whales United. I want to say the other name, but I'm not allowed to. The bot lane of Killer Whales United actually came up to force out Dr. Wildy's flash.
Yeah, Dr. Wildy getting a little bit ambitious there on the invade. He does beat the Jarvan early, sort of, after he burns his combo and he tries the kite back.
And now Gavi jumping forward again onto Crazy Legs. Tien Sama going to get the stun, and now Crazy Legs on the run, but Gavi a little far forward. He's going to take some return damage. Dr. Wildy's here, though. He doesn't have his flash, but he doesn't need it. Gavi, Bubble Boy's just caught. Sorry, Bubble Boy. Crazy Legs is just going to leave you.
Yeah, Bubble Boy greeting a little bit for that wave. It was big, it was going to push into him anyway, but he just wanted the wave, he wanted the damage onto the enemy bot lane. He will get punished for it.
Yeah, Dr. Wildy doing really well at having some agency here, making sure that he is controlling the pace of these lanes. He has involved himself in 2 ganks already. Unplugged Bug, only the 1 in the mid lane. So if Dr. Wildy keeps this up, he can basically dictate the flow of jungler, interaction this game.
Yeah, and everything's going right on the side of Unlucky Retribution here. Their main damage source, Tien Sama, is getting quite a lead in the bot lane over Bubble Boy and Crazy Legs here. They pick up the dragon. They have an early kill onto their snowballing Xin Shao. And the only problem is in the top lane, they're leaving Player John out to dry. This matchup, he's 24 CS down. This wave's about to crash him. He's about to get a little bit of gold. He's doing what he can.
Yeah, he has used his teleport now, and We Like Fortnite has the Ignite. Running Unsealed Spellbook on that Urgot means that he is going to be able to use these. Oh, Shikoro is here. That's the Call of the Forge God coming out, going to knock up We Like Fortnite. Shikoro's still on the back side, but it looks like they are just going to wrap around, and he is going to head back to his lane, getting nothing from that.
Yeah, Killer Whales United trying to push their only lead in the top lane here, trying to do whatever they can to stay in this game before Tien Sama scales up and becomes an absolute monster mid-game.
Yeah, so now we just see the lanes return to fairly normal. We have that 26 CS lead in the top lane for We Like Fortnite, but across the rest of the map, it basically is going unanimously in favor of Unlucky Retribution. Dr. Wildy, a kill up over Unplugged Bug. Shikoro, actually, Shikoro's basically even with DCDK. The lane pressure he gave up before actually ends up equalizing the lane here against his opponent in Unlucky Retribution. But the bot lane, that's the big one. Tien Sama, a kill up, an assist up, and about 10 CS.
The only problem with Shikoro being even in this lane against the Ahri-Orianna matchup is Orianna scales a lot harder than Ahri. If they're both equal in items later in the game, Orianna's going to do a lot more in these team fights, going to do a lot more utility damage and help his team get through that victory.
Yeah, and Ahri should already be able to, chunk out DCDK, force him back, even solo kill him. And we haven't really seen that, especially since Shikoro has been leaving the lane, but not getting anything in these ganks. So this could...
As a result of this roaming, he is going to be down in CS at this point. Dr. Wildy trying to force Shikoro off of this wave here.
Yeah, and now Bubble Boy is being pushed in by Tien Sama. It just looks like they're going to push their advantage, try and force him to miss a little more CS. They can't quite, kill him under tower yet. They are level 6. All 4 members of these bot lanes are level 6, but the Soraka, the Wish, is going to basically just keep them alive. You can try, but it's going to be really hard to tower dive a Soraka.
Yeah, absolutely. With a lot of healing, both from the W and the ultimate on Soraka, not really anything you can do to dive, as well as the silence to neutralize any might throw at her. So, even though Teen Sama is getting ahead in this lane, Bubble Boy is able to farm a little bit, come back in this matchup. Though he doesn't scale as hard as the Kaisa, he's going to be able to do a lot with his Enchanted Crystal Arrow, slows, and the team fights. He just has to make sure to position well. Don't let anybody burst him at the beginning of the fight.
Yeah, that is the nice thing about being Ashe. You're not really expected to be the main damage carry on your team. You just need to be useful. You don't have to jump into the middle of all of them and kill them all. You just have to catch someone with your Enchanted Crystal Arrow. That's how you win.
Yeah, and Killer Whales United does have a very pick-focused comp with the Ahri, with the Jarvan, with the Urgot, and with the Ashe, and even Soraka Silence. Any member that they pick off is going to die almost immediately. They can't win any of these team fights against the team of Unlucky Retribution, so they shouldn't even try to get any of the team fights.
Yeah, we do have 3 members. Dr. Wildy's... Oh, but the flash forward by Shikoro, that's going to pull him back in with the shockwave. DK flashes away, and Shikoro taken so low, but the Wish going to come out. Oh, Crazy Legs, you're a little far forward, and you're going to go down.
Yeah, they on the side of Unlucky Retribution, they cleared out the vision. Crazy Legs had no idea where they were. They're sitting in that bush for quite a long time. They're just trying to force something in the bot lane here, trying to get Team Sama even more ahead than he already is.
Yeah, and now We Like Fortnite and Player John are duking it out. Neither of them really has that much damage, but Player John going to flash away. We Like Fortnite did have the Fear Beyond Death available, so if Player John had tried to fight that, he probably would have lost his life. On the other hand, his team on the bottom side is going to take down the first turret and build that Tien Sama lead even further.
Yeah, and Dragon is coming up soon, so they are going to want to take that and then probably lane swap and push that lead on the side of Unlucky Retribution, trying to get Teen Sama just leagues ahead of Bubble Boy here. Just very unfortunate for the team of Killer Whales United. Yeah,
Unplugged Bug is here, however, the Call of the Forge God comes out. We Like Fortnite is tanking so much damage under this turret. He's going to get the... No! It kills, the turret shot kills, and Player John lives through the Fear Beyond Death.
Wow, We Like Fortnite really missed playing there. He takes a few too many turret shots, goes very low, and Player John just outplays them 1v2. Doing a lot of damage on that Ornn. Even though he's behind, he is just Ornn naturally has a lot of tankiness, has a lot of damage, so it's very unwise to dive that Ornn in the top lane, especially without a lot of coordination there.
Yeah, now Tien Sama was up in the top lane. It looks like he is heading back there right now. The lane swap is going to be completed. Bubble Boy heading up to join him, to match him rather. Meanwhile, we have Gavi in the mid lane joining DK, and it looks like he's going down to clear out vision for that dragon. Dr. Wildy also down on that side, and I'm assuming willing and able to take this dragon.
Yeah, it looks like on the side of Unlucky Retribution, they did swap Kaisa up to the top lane there. It looks like they're going to get this dragon anyway, just because Unplugged Bug is in the top side of the map here. Dr. Wildy's in the bot side. They start up the dragon, and nobody's there to contest.
Yeah, Shikoro has not been able to pull off that Ahri, that Ahri expectation. You need to be a significant force to be reckoned with this early. I mean, I suppose this late in the game. It's almost 15 minutes, and it doesn't seem like Shikoro's been able to do anything really.
Just Shikoro, the members of Unlucky Retribution are just very hard to pick off. Ian Sama, Dr. Wildy are the main targets. DCDK has that shield, has a lot of CC to try and get away, has been outplaying Shikoro almost the entire game. Shikoro's gonna have to look somewhere else, but Teen Sama is playing his cards right. He's always gonna be around Gabby, and Gabby's gonna be there to block a lot of the damage with his unbreakable shield and be able to save the day. We do see an Enchanted Crystal Arrow coming out onto
It's going to hit DCDK, and that's going to be the charm off onto the Orianna. DCDK taken so low. That's the Shockwave coming in, bringing both in, but Unplugged Bug gets the kill. And that's what we needed to see. We needed to see this team coordination. Oh, but now Unplugged Bug on the run. Dr. Wildy actually flashes forward onto Shikoro. And the canceled TP. Oh! The Killer Instinct is not going to come out from Tien Sama.
Unplugged Bug going very low there. Dr. Wildy saving that fight, pushing out the way for his team, so that side of Killer Whales United is going to be unable to do much after getting that pick.
Yeah, DCDK was not one of those members who, already had the pretty big lead. He just had CS up over Shikoro. So even though taking him down is a nice thing because it's gold for your team and it's pressure on the map, it's not like you've taken down Kaisa. You can't just roll over the rest of the team now that one member is dead. Yeah, Unlucky Retribution still about 2,000 gold ahead at 15 minutes. It's going to put them in a rather competent place right now. It is, it's there. It's up to them. This game is up to them, and it seems like so far they have been able to fulfill that. They aren't really making any bad calls or indecision that's leading them to throwing away this lead.
Yeah, and very interesting there. I don't know if you saw it. Player John channeled his TP onto that mid tower. Nobody was pressuring it. It looked like he was just trying to rotate there, and then he decided to cancel it. So a little waste of a TP there. We like Fortnite on the Unsealed spell, but does have the heal now. Very interesting choice. Trying to maybe do a little bit more in his team fights before he dies. But maybe he's just trying to keep his teammates alive because in that case he would want the barrier.
That's going to be the catch, and the subsequent Glacial Fissure, but now that's a 3v3. No, 4v3. Dr. Wildy is here, and Crazy Legs might be in trouble. No, they just saved Tien Sama.
We have Shikora here on the back line, though. He might catch one of the members of Unlucky Retribution on the rotation.
Yeah, it actually looks like he's on the run now, trying to get away from the members of Unlucky Retribution. He knows that they can take him out fairly quickly, so he's got to get out of there before they can.
Now, I don't know if the teleport is on cooldown at this point, but we like Fortnite. Having the heal instead of the teleport is really hurting his team.
I think he used the teleport earlier in that mid lane fight. I saw someone channeling a teleport, and I guess that was him because no one else has teleport on that team. So he shouldn't have that for a while. I guess that's why he has heal, because he's already cycled off of the Ignite. And the only other, dueling summoner spell is Barrier.
Barrier, yeah, you could take Barrier. Oh no, he could take Cleanse if he wanted to.
Cleanse the Call of the Forge God.
We do see Killer Whales United pinging out the Rift Herald here. They are going to look to start after pushing in that top wave. Shikoro's trying to get mid priority onto DK.
Yeah, with 2 minutes left on the life of that Rift Herald, they might just have to do it here, and that seems to be their game plan. This is basically the best time because the other team was just getting back to lane. They weren't quite in it yet.
And we do see Gabby trying to contest here. He's trying to possibly steal it, but the smite does come out from Unplugged.
And now Gabby looks like he's in trouble. Oh, that's going to be Unplugged Bug going in, and he's actually going to get out. Tien Sama taken so low, he's going to go down now. Dr. Wildy on the run. He has the Crescent Guard, but that's going to be the double kill for Shikoro. The flash forward by Shikoro. Going to catch DCDK, but oh, wow! Shikoro taken so low now. Ooh.
That fight going so well on this for Killer Whales United there. Both top lanes are in the bot lane, however, dueling right now. We see like Fortnite taking a little bit of turret shots. But DCDK did get pushed in right there. Shikoro was able to get mid priority, so that means DCDK was slow to the fight. He was unable to get a good shockwave off until the end of the fight when all his carries were already gone. They knew that they wanted to contest the Rift Herald, but not all the members were on the same page, it looks like.
Yeah, it seemed like the bot lane had the first idea, and they said, guys, let's contest the Rift Herald, and the other two members were just like, yeah, okay, we'll totally do that. And they were like, no, right now! And Dr. Wildy came in a little late. Tien-sama coming in a little earlier than Dr. Wildy. He ended up taking the brunt of that damage, and he was too low by the time Dr. Wildy got into the fight. So both of them went down instead of, neither of them. So now with Killer Whales United back in this game, they're going to take down Gavi, and the one-man Shockwave not going to do anything for Unlucky Retribution. We like Fortnite flashing forward, catching DCDK. That's going to be the Fear Beyond Death, pulling him in. Dr. Wildy now on the run. Unplugged Bug and Dr. Wildy, Player John and Dr. Wildy both flashing away, but Player John is not going to get very much further. Going to go down to Bubble Boy. And now we have Killer Whales United with a gold lead in this game, finally.
Yeah, Killer Whales United doing a great job playing around their win condition. They're picking off people on the side of Unlucky Retribution, so that means they're able to take these fights 5v4, and they're just picking more members off during the team fight. They're not even playing these team fights like a team fight, they're just getting pick after pick, essentially. Side of Unlucky Retribution, they're going in one by one and just losing these fights.
Yeah, and it seemed like all of this coordination, all of this confidence that Unlucky Retribution had in the early laning phase, it seems to have disappeared now. The moment something goes wrong in these team fights, they just kind of break and run. And you see that when Dr. Wildy and Player John both immediately flashing away. DCDK just running for his life the moment that Gavi goes down. And then following up, he loses his life. The rest of the team runs. And it's hitting ducks in a barrel at that point. Shooting fish in a barrel. I just combined two shooting.
That's okay.
Whatever.
That's okay.
Unlucky Retribution now grouping around the Baron. It is 21.5 minutes. So this is prime Baron taking time for the first Baron.
Yeah, it does look like both of these teams are going to look to group in this mid lane here. Both the sideways pushing in favor of Killer Whales United. Almost slipped up there. Killer Whales United having the lead in these side lanes. They're kind of just forcing the side of Unlucky Retribution and group in this mid lane here, or else they're going to be pushed in. They're going to get a lot of damage on the inner turret, and they're going to, after getting this mid priority now, Unlucky Retribution is backing off. Side of Killer Whales United is going to clear out some of that Baron vision there. Gonna get control of the Baron area, perhaps get a pick, and then start it outright.
Yeah, we have We Like Fortnite finally trying to take down this bot turret for good. He does have his teleport available as well as Player John, so the two of them can join the fight. Player John actually grouping with his team right now. It looks like he might be going down to match the bottom lane of... Oh, but that's going to be the engage by Unplugged Bug. The Call of the Forge God comes in. Now Dr. Wildy chasing down Unplugged Bug. That's the Glacial Fissure coming out. Player John now in the middle. Chikoro jumping in, and Tien-sama is so low. That's the Fear Beyond Death taking out both bot laners. Now they're just breaking and running again. Dr. Wildy, the only member left of Unlucky Retribution. That's going to be a 4 for nothing.
What a great fight from Killer Whales United here. They're finding the key members, they're engaging on the back line here. They're able to get these key picks in the team fight to absolutely just break open the game at this point.
Yeah,
now they're looking for the inhibitor, and they're going to get it.
Yeah, taking down this inhibitor and bringing themselves firmly into the lead, managing to... just the out-of-nowhere attack from Unplugged Bug jumping in onto the backline of Unlucky Retribution made sure that they weren't really set for this team fight. They didn't have everything in place by the time that it started, and then immediately everyone diving in. We Like Fortnite jumping into the middle of the team, Chikoro jumping in with the Spirit Rush and getting the charm onto it was either Tien-sama or Dr. Wildy, but at that point, it didn't really matter. You want to kill both of them, and whichever one goes first, goes first.
Yeah, and Killer Whales United, they're doing a great job of clearing that vision out. They exactly cleared out the flank path that Unplugged Bug took in that fight in order to just carry that fight single-handedly for his team.
Yeah, and now we see that Unlucky Retribution running away from Killer Whales United. Dr. Wildey now trying to chase down Shikoro, but at the same time he's running from the rest of Killer Whales United. He's going to go down to Unplug Bug. Now Gavi, without the flash, he is going to be in a very sticky situation here, jumping to DCDK, but now DCDK caught as well. It looks like he's going to go, no, that's Unplug Bug getting the kill, but going down to the tower. Call of the Forge God knocking him up before he can die. But player John is going to go down as well. 3 members going to take him down under this outer turret. That's the ace. 2 for 5. We see some pings by Killer Whales United onto the Baron, but it doesn't look like they can do it. They have lost both their ADC and their jungler, so that's no smite, no DPS.
Yeah, on the side of Unlucky Retribution there, that fight just went so terribly for them. Sama, their main win condition, wasn't even there for that fight until the very end. He just walks in and immediately gets picked off. I don't know if Unlucky Retribution can win this game at this point if they continue playing these team fights like this. Sama needs to be the primary carry. He needs to do all of the damage. He needs all the peel in the world to just do his job. Sitting here on the Ginsu and the Nashers team, he has the tools he needs to succeed in these team fights.
Yeah, it is now a 7,000 gold lead almost for Killer Whales United. They've turned this game around in a spectacular fashion, taking 5 kills and then 2 turrets off of that last fight. Unplug Bug aggroing the Baron.
Starting the Baron. Whoopsie daisy.
Yeah, you can't really control what your Tiamat does, so, you know, you just kind of like, I forgot.
Yeah, it does look like they're getting a lot of Baron pressure here. They do not know that the side of Unlucky Retribution has that ward in the back of the pit. Not sweep that out.
But we do see the ping. Bubble Boy heading down to the Dragon. It's up in 10 seconds, so...
Looks like Unlucky Retribution is going to try to start up this Baron while the Dragon is spawning.
Yeah, knowing that Killer Whales United isn't there, they might just be able to sneak this. And yeah, we see the frantic pings from Killer Whales United. Wait, we have to get back, we have to get back. And Unlucky Retribution realizes that too, so they actually have to rotate up and around. So many pings.
Looks like Killer Whales United is going to try to look for the pick.
Bush of limited knowledge. Fortnite jumps forward, but he's in the middle now. That's going to be the Glacial Shroud and the Call of the Forge God, but Shikoro still gets the kill. That's going to be 2 for 1. Now we have 3 members jumping in the middle, but no, now Bubble Boy is dead. Crazy Leg's going to die to Sama as well. We Like Fortnite isn't going to be able to take these guys out. It's Dr. Wildey, Player John, and Sama versus We Like Fortnite. Shikoro coming in on the side. If he can get a charm, he gets Sama! That's going to be the shutdown. Now Dr. Wildey on the run. That did look bad for Killer Whales United.
But they did pull it out in the end. Shikoro getting a key charm onto Sama. Sama was just jumping around that fight. He was doing everything that he could to try to carry, but he did end up getting hit by that charm from Shikoro. He does go down. He does get shut down. That means that Killer Whales United will get that dragon here.
Yeah, a great death push at the beginning for Unlucky Retribution, baiting out the jump in by We Like Fortnite, using DK as bait, and then when Unplug Bug went in, that was 2 members right there in the middle of the Glacial Fissure, in the middle of the Call of the Forge God. They started it off so well and took down Bubble Boy really quickly. Then Crazy Legs flashing over the wall. Sama made the right call, followed the person who didn't do any damage, and took him down. But afterwards, Shikoro being on the backside of that fight allowed him to just come around the side and just catch Sama with a great charm.
Yeah, absolutely. DK did get picked off really early in that fight. He wasn't unable to get any damage, not even a shockwave or even put the ball out in that fight. So it looks like the side of Killer Whales United is about to go over to this Baron area. Might look like the fight is about to start. They're fighting over Vision here.
Yeah, are we going to see another team fight here? Now we have Player John stunned up. He's going to get charmed in, and he's going to go down before the Call of the Forge can come back. That's going to be the kill onto Dr. Wildey, and now Sama alone in the middle. Gavi on the run, but we're just going to see him get caught as well. He's going to have to flash the wall, but Unplug Bug is there. Unlucky Retribution splitting up and running, and that was just 3 kills for nothing.
Killer Whales United going for the inhibitor here, and they could go for the Nexus. They could look for the end. They do have 3 members of Unlucky Retribution taken down here. They have a very tanky Urgot in the corner. We Like Fortnite. might just end the game here.
Yeah, the Shockwave is available for DCD, but that doesn't look like it's going to be able to do enough. Catches 3 members, but it doesn't matter. Not enough of his teammates are alive. That's going to be the game for Killer Whales United.
Wow. Killer Whales United just looking, they find the picks onto any target at this point. They have so much damage as they're so far ahead. Unlucky Retribution just allowing themselves to get dismantled pick after pick in that fight, even throwing away their early game lead in the form of Tien Sama. Tien Sama ending 6-6 in that game. He's doing whatever he can on that AP Kaisa, but it's just not enough.
Yeah, Killer Whales United coming back great from that early game deficit and making sure to pick their right targets and take these team fights by storm. So after that victory, we are going to see the next game, which is... Oh, come on, I know this.
Kansas State?
No, it's the other one. It's the last one, which is... Oh, it's Golden Gatekeepers versus Deathcap for Cutie. This is a big one. Both teams are winless so far, so one of them is gonna have to take the win this split. So we will be right back in just a few minutes. Don't go anywhere. are back with the GetRECt 2018 Fall Split Diamond Capped Week 6. We just saw the game between Killer Whales United and Unlucky Retribution. Killer Whales United coming back from an early deficit and taking the game over Unlucky Retribution. Now we are jumping into the match of the week. It's the two winless teams, Deathcap for Cutie and Golden Gatekeepers. On the blue side, we do have Deathcap for Cutie, Parallelogram in the top lane playing the Urgot, Nasty Gnome on Ivern in the jungle. Love it. Marco Rubio playing Orianna in the mid lane, and in the bot lane, we have the Lovers duo, General Vici and Condom Filler playing Xayah Rakan. I'd like to point out that Xayah's running Sweetheart Xayah, and Rakan has Cosmic Dawn Rakan, so
a little bit mismatch of synergy there in the bot lane. On the red side, however, we do have Golden Gatekeepers. We have Spiderhawk in the top lane on the Maokai. We have Swerf on Udyr in the jungle. Very interesting pick. We have Duckster on Cassiopeia in the mid lane. We have Lord Woolsey and Keeper in the bot lane on Caitlyn and Braum. Now, this jungle matchup the jungle matchup right here, we have Ivern from Nasty Gnome and Swerf on Udyr. Okay, so Ivern is hardly played in this meta right now. He's absolute garbage. His numbers are very, very bad. So it's very great to see a fellow Ivern player in the form of Nasty Gnome. I do know that it is his comfort pick. He's been playing it since Ivern has came out. But we do have Swerf on Udyr. And that, I assume, is another comfort pick here. Udyr is not very popular. He does have a good form CC. One stun, he's tanky, he can split push kinda, but this jungle matchup, Udyr is going to be able to absolutely wreck Ivern on Nasty Gnome here. Honestly, any jungler could wreck Ivern in the early game.
Any meta jungler. I mean, the jungler meta right now is basically who is stronger early, who has that fight potential early in the game. Ivern isn't on the top 100 of that list. So, with someone as someone just as weak early as Ivern is, I think what we're going to see this game is basically a how do I stay away from Udyr until I have items.
Yeah, and he does, they do ping out Swerf here in the bot side. They do know he's there. They see him on that ward. Very great early ward from the side of Deathcap for Cutie. He goes in for a little gank in mid lane, but it looks like Marco Rubio will just damage him instead. So Nasty Gnome did mark, and so the path he took, he immediately marked his red buff. He went to the top side of the map. He got his blue buff. He smited it, and then he went back to the bot side to get. It looks like he marked both red and raptors on his way up. He did blue. He marked Gromp, went all the way back. Got those two camps, and then he looks like he marked Krugs, and he's going back topside for that Gromp. Very intense jungle pathing from Nasty Gnome, trying to get a full clear here, getting the most out of his experience.
Do you think he's going to be able to get that topside scuttle? No, he might not be able to.
Absolutely not, no. Swerf is going to clear those raptors, he's going to be healthy enough to get the scuttle, and Nasty Gnome just can't contest. Oh, it looks like he's going to try, though.
He's going to contest?
He's pinging out Swerf
he's
here.
Asking Marco Rubio to come. Yeah, he does get the Scuttle Crab, but they're still fighting. It's the 2v2 Duckster and Swerf versus Nasty Gnome, and he's going to go down as expected, basically.
Yes.
But now Marco Rubio on the run. Swerf flashes forward. Now Marco Rubio with the barrier. He's actually going to take down Swerf.
Now on the backside, we do have a Parallelogram coming in, trying to get a kill onto Duckster. Has both summoners up still.
He flashed forward but didn't manage to get the charge in.
Yeah, it was flash or flash at that point. But Spiderhawk is going to lose some CS. That wave was pushing in the top wave there. But I have no idea what Nasty Gnome was thinking. He had no right to try to contest that scuttle from Swerf. And he dearly paid for it.
Yeah, and also Swerf's very aggressive flash forward onto Marco Rubio. He didn't have enough health to really make that a viable option for him, but he still did it. Now Marco Rubio has double buffs, and Duckster's out of mana. So we might be seeing a little bit of Marco Rubio dominance here in the mid lane. Meanwhile, Keeper and General Vici and Condom Filler are all duking it out. Lord Wolseley offering some support by way of auto attacks. You know, Caitlyn doesn't really do that much damage this early, so I think these early trades definitely go over to the bot lane of Deathcap for Cutie.
Keeper is going to be able to block a lot of damage on that Braum with his Unbreakable, so if he times his shield right, I believe that Lord Boozy and Keeper will be able to win these trades over the bot lane of Deathcap for Cutie. Even though Zyrecon is really strong, they have a lot of early damage.
Yeah, General Vici stepping a little far forward and taking the headshot from Lord Wolseley. That's another thing. If they take too many headshots from things like traps and 90 caliber nets, then you know we might be seeing Lord Wolseley and Keeper coming head and shoulders out over this bot lane for Deathcap for Cutie. But we have Swerf coming down. Is he going to? Yep, that's the bear form forward, but it doesn't look like he's going to be able to get anything out of it.
Yeah, he should have maybe taken a path around through the tri-brush right there into the bot lane, come out behind them, possibly try to get that gank off, but he just ran straight into them on that Udyr. Maybe not very confident in that gank.
Yeah, you don't really, when you don't have the flash bear slap available, you do have to resort to some trickier tactics. You can't just run right at them yet because you don't have your Righteous Glory or, you know, other Udyr items.
Yeah, and it looks like Swerf is going to get his third scuttle of the game. Nasty Gnome is going to be unable to contest these scuttles for quite a while, especially if Swerf is going to be right on them as soon as they spawn.
Yeah, now we have a level 5 to 4 Udyr over Ivern. And so it looks like Ivern is just kind of looking for something to do at this point in the game. He's kind of got to clear until 6. Oh, but that's the Shockwave coming out. Marco Rubio and Duckster are duking it out. Duckster does not have his ultimate, and that's going to net the kill over to Marco Rubio.
Wow, Duckster did not respect the level 6 power spike of Orianna getting that Shockwave, and he just died for it. Marco Rubio just steps up, and he kills Duckster. He's going to become even more in a CS deficit at this point. He's 17 CS down, and that just put Marco Rubio way ahead in this lane.
Yeah, 2 kills and 17 CS. That's a very good thing to be ahead at. Oh, Spiderhawk gonna go down to Parallelogram in the solo kill. Not really respecting the Fear Beyond Death. Burning the flash to get distance rather than to dodge the projectile.
Yeah, it looks like both solo laners on Golden Gatekeepers are just losing their matchups at this point. They don't really understand their lane matchups. They're not playing well.
Yeah, it seems like a problem of respect. It doesn't really. It looks like Duckster and Spiderhawk don't really give the proper credit to how strong the champions and the people piloting them are. You know, a competent Orianna should just be able to wipe you if you're level 5 versus level 6. If you don't respect Fear Beyond Death, you will just be dead every time it's up. It's Meanwhile, Swerf, he's still doing great. He's got that kill, and he's 14 CS up over Ivern, who is currently counter-jungling him. I don't see that much. But...
Yeah, I mean, Nasty Gnome, Ivern is his comfort pick. He must be very confident, knowing that Swerf is on the top side of the map. He goes in, he just tries to do whatever he can to try to minimize that lead that Swerf has over him, trying to take away CS in his own jungle. Maybe Swerf will be too afraid to do the same counter jungle. Nasty Gnome, we don't really see a lot of counter jungling on the side of Swerf actually, even though he does really beat up on Ivern in the early game. So we'll see if that's a continuing trend or maybe it'll change.
Yeah, Swerf is here. He has the flash, but it seems like again he's kind of not really confident in his ability to, you know, let Parallelogram push the wave out. You know, I guess he doesn't really believe it. You know.
Yeah, it does look like another scuttle contest from Nasty Gnome and Swerf. Nasty Gnome does not have Smite, however, so that means that Swerf will just get that for free. Did see Condom Filler roam up into the mid lane, try to help out Nasty Gnome in this jungle matchup, but does not look like anything will come of it.
Yeah, we do have General Vici CSing under turret. He is actually ahead 9 CS right now against this Caitlyn. Oh, Swerf's gonna get knocked up by Daisy, but that's the grasping roots coming out from Maokai, using his ultimate to go forward. Parallelogram is here, and if he can get someone with the charge, it might spell doom for one of these members of Golden Gatekeepers. But it looks like they're just gonna walk away. The bot lane's returning to normal. Condom Filler finally rejoining his lover on the blue side in the bot lane. And they're just going to go back to farming. But here comes Swerf.
Yeah, Swerf is pressuring in the spot side here. He's going to go in, maybe try gank mid, maybe go for those Raptors. I'd really like to see him actually do some counter jungling in this matchup. But he's going to go into the mid lane.
Gank mid. He does have the flash, and he flashes forward. That's going to be the Swerf jumping under the tower again, dying to Marco Rubio. Even though this time Marco Rubio does lose his own life, Swerf shuts down the mid laner of Deathcap for Cutie.
That's honestly a really big win for Swerf here. He's trying to help Duckster in that matchup.
Yeah, and he does get the 600 gold shutdown, so that is 300 of that going over to Duckster. It's basically a full kill.
Yeah, a bit of a misplay going under turret there, but he's trying to force whatever he can. I bet you every time he has flash, he's going to go straight to that mid lane.
Yeah. And we will see in 5 minutes.
Yeah, very interesting here in the bot lane matchup. Zyrakan pushing into Caitlyn. Typically, with Caitlyn, you're going to want to push in the enemy bot lane into their tower and kind of poke them, but the tables have turned. In general, Vici, just the superior ADC in this matchup, it looks like, pushing in Lord Woolsey and Keeper into their tower, minimizing that Caitlyn early game lead.
Oh, but now Parallelogram and Spiderhawk are duking it out. Can Parallelogram get the Fear Beyond Death? Oh, it actually ran out, so he's going to have to kill him the old-fashioned way. Now Keeper and Lord Woolsey.
Disappointing.
Yeah, I was like, oh, he's so low, but he's not. It's not available. Okay.
Yeah.
But meanwhile, in the bot lane, General Vici and Condom Filler again pushing out Lord Woolsey and Keeper. They're so low. Their combo comes forward, and now Lord Woolsey. But Condom Filler actually dies, goes too aggressive under this turret, and now General Vici is caught on the wrong side of the tracks here. Duckster and Swerf both coming forward. He's got to use, flashes away. He has the Featherstorm available. That's going to be the flash, and now Duckster and Swerf chasing him down. Duckster has flashed already. General Vici, that's going to be the Miasma, and he still has his ultimate, but that Swerf is going to take it without the use of the Petrifying Gaze.
General Vici doing whatever he can to try to get out of that one. He used all his summoner spells, he used his ultimate perfectly, but just wasn't enough. The side of Golden Gatekeepers was just not going to give that one up. They're doing whatever they can to stay in this game, and they're honestly pretty even right now. It looks like the Rift Herald would go down for a nasty, he uses Daisy there to tank up the damage. Very common Ivern strat when Ivern is played.
Yeah, but General Vici's sacrifice was not in vain. Marco Rubio got enough lane pressure from Duckster's rotation that he could take the first turret of the game, putting his team ahead by about 1,500 gold.
Yeah, and that is a good trade for Deathcap for Cutie. They get the Rift Herald, they get the mid lane turret, they only lose Dragon and General Vici. And General Vici doesn't even get shut down at this point, so...
Yeah, just when you don't have any kills, it's actually better for you to die than I'll give my life for a turret any day if I'm 0, 0, and 0. So now we see Nasty Gnome and Marco Rubio both heading up toward the top side of the map.
Yeah, it does look like Swerf is in the top area too. Parallelogram looking for a little bit of damage. They do drop the Rift Herald here.
Yeah, and that's going to be the kill. The Fear Beyond Death is going to take down Swerf, and now Spiderhawk is caught in the middle of 3 members of Deathcap for Cutie. He's going to go down, and the Rift Herald takes the turret.
Perfectly executed dive from the side of Deathcap for Cutie. They get the pick onto Swerf, and then they turn onto Spiderhawk.
Oh, but now Duckster's caught. He's going to actually stun up Nasty Gnome. Nasty Gnome taken so low. Parallelogram and Marco Rubio a little late on the rotation, thanks to Duckster's Miasma. But I think they will be able to take down this turret, and the Rift Herald might even live for another charge if Duckster has to back off. Oh, that's the flash forward by Parallelogram. They're going to take down Duckster, and now Spiderhawk's teleport coming out. He's going to complete it. Swerf and Spiderhawk both there. Can they get the Rift Herald for the third charge? Oh, Spiderhawk goes down! And now Swerf going to finish off the Rift Herald, but he's in trouble. Daisy knocking him up, and this inhibitor turret almost cracked here for Deathcap for Cutie. They are absolutely running it down this top lane, doing an amazing job at pushing this lead. That's going to be 4 turrets in total across the map going over in this one push.
Wow, incredible use of Rift Herald there. They get 3 towers for 1 Rift Herald. Not very often that you see that. Beside Golden Gatekeepers, they just got picked off one by one trying to defend that, and they lose all 3 of their towers in the top lane. Meanwhile, in the bot lane, General Vici and Condom Filler are able to push off Lord Woolsey and Keeper and get that tower. Now they're getting damage onto that second inner turret, but they will get pushed off by Swerf and Duckster.
Yeah, moving that 1,500 gold lead. Oh, he flashes forward onto Condom Filler, but now he's charmed and knocked up. Condom Filler going to have to run or risk dying. But General Vici is alone now. If his support comes in, he will die. The Blade Caller is available. Oh, that's going to be the Fear Beyond Death, catching Swerf at the very edge. Now, Parallelogram trying to run down Duckster, but he's stunned and now rooted. He's going to have to back off the Redemption coming out from Ivern. And, oh, but that's 2 other members of Golden Gatekeepers, and the flash forward for Spiderhawk is going to mean that, oh, but is he going to go down? He goes down, and Parallelogram dies under the turret, but not before killing his lane opponent.
Meanwhile, in the mid lane, we do have Marco Rubio pushing in. He's going to get a lot of damage on that turret while Duckster is backing. In the side of Golden Gatekeepers, they're going to be able to pressure the spot lane turret against Nasino. However, Condom Filler goes in.
Keeper is going to be very close to knocked up, and Lord Woolsey going to be rooted and knocked up. Daisy jumping in, but she's going so low, she's going to die. Rip Daisy. Marco Rubio almost, he takes the turret. He might lose his life here for it. He has the shockwave, and is he going to be able, he flashes away from Swerf. The shockwave not going to hit, and Swerf is going to get the bear slap and take down the mid laner of Deathcap for Cutie.
Yeah, Marco Rubio using the shockwave on Swerf. He does miss, not like the other times where he got Swerf in his shockwave and he was able to take him down very easily. Now he does get that tower, but he does get shut down. So it kind of evens out at that point, but the map does open up for Deathcap for Cutie. They're going to be able to get a lot of this Baron vision here. It's only 17 minutes at this point, actually. So
yeah, 17
Baron's not
minutes
even up.
Yeah, it seems so much later. The gold difference on these teams, it's a 5,000 gold difference already at 17. We are seeing Deathcap for Cutie starting to run over this game. Marco Rubio split pushing while his team fights. And it is netting them a number of turrets. They've gotten 5 just off of that strategy.
Yeah, and that bot wave is slow pushing into that inner turret there. It has taken quite a bit of damage, so if nobody goes to clear that bot wave, then it will just take the turret outright. Now, it does look like the bot lane of Golden Gatekeepers are about to move down, but they're also trying to get Dragon Vision at the same time. This dragon's about to spawn in 55 seconds.
Marco Rubio might be caught, however, but no, that's going to be Rakan knocking up Keeper. Duckster caught in the shockwave, but that's going to be the... Oh, no, if Parallelogram can get forward and get some damage off onto Duckster, he might be able to take him down.
What happened?
What happened? It ran out again. But now Marco Rubio might be caught. That's 2 members knocked up in the Glacial Fissure. The Recombo comes off, and now Keeper knocked up. It's a 3v3, but it doesn't look like Golden Gatekeepers want to take this. Keeper going to go... Okay, he's just going to go down. I didn't realize he didn't have flash anymore. And meanwhile, General Vici takes down that mid inner turret, the one that he was going for last time. Now, the other 4 members of Deathcap for Cutie pushing in this inhibitor turret.
Now, one of the strengths of Ivern is being able to siege right here, and he does use Daisy to his advantage.
Yeah, we do not have the quickness available. Condom Filler going very low, but he gets out, and now Parallelogram tanking for his team as they take down this middle inhibitor. It's going to go down. There we go.
Absolutely. And now they're going to reset. They're going to get this Baron vision here. They're going to go for the Baron, and then they're going to go for the top lane inhibitor, and they can just look for a fight and end the game at this point. They are 7k ahead. Great amount. They're going to go for this Cloud Drake actually before resetting. It might be a little bit greedy. All 5 members of Golden Gatekeepers are up, and they're going to look for the fight.
Nasty Gnome does use a smite, but he has the other one available, but what's a smite when Swerf is dead? Parallelogram taken so low, but he's not dead yet. He goes down to Duckster, but Duckster goes down to Marco Rubio. Now, General Vici going to... Oh, he doesn't quite die to Lord Woolsey. Marco Rubio chasing down Keeper now. 3 for 1 going over to Deathcap for Cutie.
Yeah, now the side of Deathcap for Cutie may be hesitant to start up this dragon. It looks like they will not. Lord Woolsey does get a little bit suspicious. That random iron bush sitting in the river, but he decides not to check it out. He needs to go clear that mid wave, just because it's a super minion, and then they're going to reset and try to go for this dragon fight right here.
Yeah, we do have Marco Rubio back. He's going to be a little late in joining his team, but Parallelogram is there as well. So the two of them following their team. Looks like Parallelogram is going to push out that top wave that's about to crash into the turret.
He does not have TP at this point though, so Golden Gatekeepers could force a fight around this dragon. They just need to be there at the right time.
Yeah.
Keeper does back, however, so it might be a 4v4.
They have the teleport advantage, but it doesn't look like they're going to be trying to use this effectively, and it looks like the dragon is just going to go over easily to Deathcap for Cutie.
Yep, now Deathcap for Cutie is going to push out this bot wave. It looks like General Vici rotating despite it already slow pushing. They should really get vision around Baron and just force that Baron here, or force a fight and just look for the end.
Yeah, Golden Gatekeepers is playing a very reactive game. They aren't really making any decisions for themselves, but Deathcap for Cutie really doesn't seem to be making that many decisions as well. They're just kind of grouping up or pushing a wave or not getting vision around Baron. Or
They're just looking, they really just want to fight at this point, it looks like. They have a very strong team fight. They've been winning all of these team fights. It just doesn't look like Golden Gatekeepers can keep up with the carries of Deathcap for Cutie. Marco Rubio and Parallelogram are popping off on their on Orgot and Oriana here.
Yeah, General Vici, on the other hand, still hasn't really hit that spike that Azaya should. He is significantly further behind in kills than both of his other carries. But now it looks like Swerf, flashes the shockwave, but now Spiderhawk
here.
Actually knocks away Parallelogram. Great use there, but it doesn't matter. Spiderhawk, is he gonna, really? Again? just give me a good Fear Beyond Death kill. Come on. But we have 4 members, actually all 5 members, in the top lane. But we see some pings onto the Baron. They could be rotating back and forcing this to try and start the end game here. It looks like they're just going to go, no hesitation, just run for it.
Yeah, very so. They do have complete vision control in the top side jungle of Golden Gatekeepers here, and Golden Gatekeepers are going to try to face check and contest, but this is a very quick Baron from the side of Deathcap for Cutie here.
Yeah, there are no Mountain Drakes, but still, they're burning it down really fast. The Urgot and the Zaya both doing wonders for that. Now, Spiderhawk, he's a little far forward, and he's a little low on health. That's going to be the Baron going over to the blue team. Spiderhawk going to be in the middle of this, but now Condamville going down. Spiderhawk going down as well. That's going to be the jump in by Keeper, and Lord Woolsey on the back, but he can't do enough damage. He hasn't hit that Caitlyn level power spike. Ooh, that's gonna be the Fear Beyond Death. Oh, they're jumping in onto Caitlyn. He gets General Vici gets the kill there. Duckster running away, can't really do anything to 1v4 the rest of this team. Meanwhile, Swerf is backing off as well. They have to make a last stand at these Nexus turrets because it doesn't look like Duckster can 1v1 General Vici.
Yeah, General Vici going in for the kill here does pick up the kill onto Duckster.
And now Swerf going very low. He's going to lose his life. It's Keeper and Spiderhawk versus the rest of the team. Lord Woolsey still is not up, but that's going to be Keeper going down. Spiderhawk going very low as well. Daisy going to die in the fountain. That's the Nexus going down, and Deathcap for Cutie is going to pick up their first win of the split.
Wow, incredible game from Deathcap for Cutie. They really use their comfort picks, the Urgot, the Ivern, and even the Zaya Rakan to their advantage. They pushed these leads. They had an incredible 3-tower power play with the Rift Herald, and they really just had a huge lead, and they blew open the game.
Yeah, firing on all cylinders this game to take down the Golden Gatekeepers. Maybe we will see this come out for Deathcap for Cutie again. Just the comfort picks coming together, just playing naturally, playing together. So that is going to be the 4th game of 5. The next one will be our final game. It is going to be Kansas State University versus Team Fish Taco. We'll be back in just a few short minutes with our last game of the day. Don't go anywhere.
Look into my eyes and show me your adventures I haven't seen. Taking all the life, it hits the spot. Walking on fantasy. So take me, baby, take me to a state of mind that's made of, baby, that's made of all that we find. Test the waters, oh, it's hard. I think we're getting close. Racing through the waves, I want to be where nobody knows. Take me, baby, take me to a state of mind that's made of, baby, that's made of all that we find. Electric, feel it in your hands. Hypnotic, watch our bodies dance. Happiness, this is where we stand.
welcome back. We are on our final game of the day between Team Fish Taco and Kansas State University. So, on the blue side, we have Team Fish Taco, Azuki in the top lane on Sion. Azuki in the top lane on Sion, Lol at you playing Camille jungle. I bought a name on the Vladimir mid, and in the bot lane we have Demon Repent and Lindis on Kaisa and Alistar.
On the red side, we do have Kansas State University. We have V Ben in the top lane. On the Urgot, we have I Am a Daddy Twitch on Jarvan the 4th in the jungle. We have Morally Divine on Galio in the mid lane. We have Yab Yinda and Lord Care Bear on Vayne and Morgana in the bot lane.
Vayne, you don't see one of those very often.
Yeah, Vayne in pro play has been seen as a direct counter to Kaisa, just because Kaisa doesn't really do that much in lane, so Vayne is able to scale up and do a lot of damage and absolutely like punch for punch match Kaisa in those late game team fights.
As well, the Morgana should be a pretty good complement to this Vayne. The flash forward going to force the flash from Demon Repent. Doesn't get the snare, but it forced out the flash, so
yeah. And
I'd say worth.
A key ward there by that Raptor camp, so they will know that Lol at you is not going to come anywhere near this bot side, especially if he's going to start top side here. However, V-Ben might be in trouble. Did Lol at you poke out of that bush?
Yeah, it looked like it.
Yeah.
I guess he was just auto-pathing. Yeah.
So
I'm a Daddy
Twitch. Get spotted out there, so I Am Daddy Twitch should look to go blue buff into the enemy red buff, but he goes onto Gromp instead.
Yeah, meanwhile, Yabyinda and Lord Care Bear heading to the bot lane. Let's see how this lane plays out. Whether... Oh, but now Lola you here on the Mortally Divine. Wow! So much damage from the press, the attack coming out onto this Galio. Gonna put him pretty far behind this Vladimir in terms of pressure.
Yeah, and it does look like they are contesting for the scuttle down the bot side. Mortally Divine is moving down here. Lol at you is just gonna get out after being collapsed on by two members of Kansas State University.
Yeah, Daddy Twitch just going to get that Scuttle Crab, and it looks like he is going to try and contest and take that red buff over for himself. He is coming around. They both have Smite. Oh, that's going to be Lola you taking it, and now I bought a name chasing down Daddy Twitch, who might be forced. He's forced forward away. Oh, but I bought a name with the Ignite. Takes him down for first blood.
Yeah, it looks like they're going for more here. Mortally Divine is going to be forced to back away all the way back. He's going to lose some CS. Never mind, Lol at you is going to head back to his jungle. He's going to start up that Raptors camp. It was a very ambitious invade from I Am a Daddy Twitch. He should have, if he really wanted that red buff, he should have pathed there straight after his level 1 blue buff.
Yeah, the heal coming out from Demon Repent. That's going to mean that he is at no summoners right now. But Yab Yinda rather low during that skirmish, so we did see that Vayne was able to bully around this Kaisa a little bit. Just the easy condemn, the Silver Bolts proc was also pretty apparent there in taking a lot of Demon Repent's health. But now Demon Repent's back at full, basically.
In top wave, in the top lane, we have V-Ben pushing into the Sion here. Azuki is struggling to CS under tower. He's currently 5 CS down. He's getting zoned away from V-Ben. And I Am Daddy Twitch is in the top side of the map. He did grab his red buff. He did grab his Raptors camp. And he does get that scuttle.
Yeah, so now level 3, he can come in with all of his spells and well, actually, Azuki's just going back anyways, so...
Yeah, and Azuki's gonna be forced to teleport here to get that CS. It is a cannon wave, it looks like, so he's gonna look for more. V-Ben might be getting a little greedy here. It looks like Lol at you is gonna head towards the top lane. Yeah, he will get spotted out, though.
But it doesn't look like V-Ben can do anything about that. He can't get away from Azuki, and now Lol at you is here. I'm a Daddy Twitch won't be able to get here in time. V-Ben flashes away, but it's still going to be the kill for Lol at you.
Yeah, V-Ben not having a whole lot of map awareness. Lol at you completely walked through a ward path, but He was too busy trading with Azuki to realize that Lalayu is gonna come straight for him there. Even though, you know, he was pushed and he should probably be on the top side of the map after, you know, clearing red buff Raptors. But oh well, we'll see what happens next.
Yeah, now Vban and I'm a Daddy Twitch both leaving the base. Looks like Twitch is heading toward his bot side jungle. Got 2 camps there that need taking. So he's going to do that. And now the engage from Lindis going to mean he actually takes the Silver Bolts proc, the true damage. Oh, now Yabyinda going in a little hard and hitting the Silver Bolt's true damage onto Demon Repent as well. Oh, but he takes the Plasma for his trouble, so now engaged on by Lindis. That's the Ignite coming out. He's rooted, and he might go down. That's Yabyinda taking the kill. Whew, that was really close. Lindis thought he could get that kill, but the heal proved a little too much for him to deal with.
And meanwhile, in the top lane, we have a gank coming in.
Oh boy, Vban again. Lalayu coming in. Just for the repeat gank.
Yeah, and Vban doesn't have any wards up there. Honestly, Lalayu has no reason to be on the top side of the map. He has no camps to clear. All his camps are bot side. All of Jarvan's camps are cleared. So Lalayu just came up there to bully Vban in the top lane here.
Just remember, I will always be here.
Yeah, definitely setting up a camp in the top lane. However, I don't think that that is their win condition. Much like the game earlier today with Unlucky Retribution, they should get the Kai'Sa or at least the Vladimir a little bit more ahead in their matchups here. Just because getting his Ion ahead does do, it's good. Getting anybody ahead is good, but getting the Kai'Sa, getting the Vladimir ahead is going to be a lot better, especially in these later team fights.
Yeah, not to mention the fact that with Vayne on the other team, Sion won't be nearly as scary as he usually is. Just the percent true damage, the percent health true damage is going to burn down a Sion so much faster than almost any other ADC can.
And I'm a Daddy Twitch choosing to get his blue buff over his red buff here. Does not know Lalayu is in his jungle, but Lalayu might be looking for a mid lane gank here, but he will get spotted out by I Am a Daddy Twitch pretty soon.
Mortally Divine does have the heroic entrance in order to help I'm a Daddy Twitch if it comes to a fight there, but Lalayu backing off, and I'm a Daddy Twitch just losing his red buff again.
In this bot lane matchup, we have a little bit of trade here. Mortally Divine going in, getting a lot of damage onto iBotAname. But in the bot lane, we do have Vayne picking up the Vampiric Scepter, I believe that is. It's to build into the Blade of the Ruin King. Meanwhile, Demon Repent did not have enough gold to really buy anything. He just got his Berserker Greaves and a dagger.
Yeah, so that might be enough to get him his evolution for his E, but that's not really useful at this point. So
Yabyinda is definitely going to come ahead in this matchup just because of that item advantage. They now hit level 6, and Lalayu is in the bot side of the map. He will get spotted out by the Scuttle if he tries to go down there, however. And Lord Care Bear and Yabyinda placed an excellent ward in that Tri-Brush to spot out Lalayu if he tries to go in.
Yeah. Now, Mortally Divine, iBotAname still trading blows here in this mid lane. iBotAname is significantly ahead, 11 CS and a kill, but Mortally Divine is, he doesn't really seem too flustered by it. It's just, oh, well, he's got a kill. I counter him. I'm Galio.
Yeah, absolutely. Vladimir on iBotAname's Vladimir should not have a whole lot of kill pressure on the Mortally Divine. iBotAname will have to do some roaming with his jungler to try to press his lead, just because Galio is very safe. He has a lot of wave clear. He might get poked a bit, but in the end, he's going to be able to clear that wave and just stay relatively even with the Vladimir in that matchup.
Yeah, so, and Mortally Divine as well, with his ultimate, he is able to, if there is a fight, you know, in the jungle or something, while iBotAname is rotating, he can just come in and help. So, he's going to actually get the knock-up off onto iBotAname, going to put them at equal levels of health for at least a little bit.
And Yabyinda and Lord Care Bear are starting to push into this Kai'Sa here on this matchup, showing that Vayne is actually a pretty good answer to the Kai'Sa. And Lalayu is going to back here, so that means the bot lane of Kansas State University is going to be able to push their lead pretty effectively. They're coming in now at a 26 CS difference.
Yeah, this 26 CS and a kill, both going to contribute to the fact that Yabyinda is just so much stronger than Demon Repent right now, and they don't even need to be able to put kill pressure on them to do it. They can just keep pushing in these waves into the turrets, or at least, you know, keeping them shoved far into their own lane. They can't move, you know, they can't really move around with any freedom.
Well, you is looking for a gank here.
Oh, yeah, Lindis is going to actually flash Pulverize onto Lord Care Bear. Yabyinda flashing Lol at Yu's hook shot. Now that's a double knock up there from the heroic entrance. Lol at Yu might be losing his life here. Lord Care Bear takes the kill, and now Lindis is going to go down as well. Mortally Divine is going to allow him to have the kill, and now I'm a Daddy Twitch takes down Demon Repent. That's going to be 3 kills across the board in this bot lane here.
Yeah, Team Fish Taco trying to pull the trigger there, make the play, but it was a bit of a misplay. The spell shield onto Yabyinda was able to prevent Lindis from getting onto that target, and after that, Mortally Divine with the heroic the heroic entrance was able to turn around that fight and just 3 for 0 in favor of Kansas State University.
Yeah, and now this Vayne is certainly scary. 2-0-2 is not something that you want to see on a champion that scales as hard as Yabyinda's Vayne does. So Demon Repent is going to have to play pretty hard on the back foot at this point, especially with the turret going down here in the bot lane. It is not first turret. They did get that in the top lane, Azuki and Lola Yu, after killing Vban.
Yeah, they're just not... Kansas State University just isn't committing a whole lot of resources to top side here, so that means Team Fish Taco is able to press that lead, even though it's Sion and Urgot. They're going to be able to get that first turret of the game. They're going to be looking for more. Perhaps after Azuki and Lala Yu gank Vban again, they can go for that Rift Herald. Even Lala Yu could just go for the Rift Herald outright just because he's so strong right now. Now it looks like Lala Yu is going to try to invade yet again for that red buff perhaps. He does know that last time I Am a Daddy Twitch wanted his blue buff over the red buff.
But it looks like this time Vban and I'm a Daddy Twitch both heading into the that red side jungle, and Vban even has Smite.
Yeah, he did take the spellbook here. He did switch the Smite. However, we do see the Rift Herald started up on the side of Team Fish Taco.
Yeah, so with 4 members here, they should be able to get this pretty easily. I'm a Daddy Twitch opting to take his red buff instead, doesn't even check the Rift. And now Vban might be in trouble if Lola Yu decides to come top again. No, he's just going to go back with the Herald. Lindis, however, he is still in that topside jungle, so if Vban stays, he might be in trouble.
Do you see a little bit of a roam here from Lord Care Bear trying to go onto Ibotta name? The top lane Lindis goes onto Vban, and not much will come out of it.
Yeah, Demon Repent not following up there, opting rather to just take some CS, defend this top wave, defend the top turret rather. Making sure that Yabyinda and Lord Care Bear can't take this for free, although it might have to be, because with 4 members here, I Am a Daddy Twitch coming in, they're going to have to back off. Demon Repent and Lindis leaving the turret.
Yeah, Yabyinda and Lord Care Bear are just way too strong at this point. They're able to 2v2 the bot lane of Team Fish Taco every single time, so that just means they have to give up that turret right there.
So at this point, Azuki has finished his first item. It is a Zizirot portal. So he is completely dedicating himself to split pushing and getting this turret. And it looks like it's going to be going down pretty shortly.
Yeah, he will end up trading turrets overall just because of that lane swap from the side of Kansas State University not being super optimal there. So that means the gold will still be even at the end of the day with both turrets going down.
Yeah, Lindis here in the mid lane. Oh, he's actually rooted up. He isn't using his Unbreakable, finally uses it, but he's taken so low. Now he is forced to back off. just I bought a name and lol at you. He flashes forward onto Yabyinda. Yabyinda taking it so low. That's the hook shot coming out. He's shut down onto Yabyinda. That's going to be 2 kills now. 3 when now lol at you taken very low, but Mortally Divine can't finish him off. That's the double kill for I bought a name. 4 for nothing overall. Wow.
Wow, incredible job from Team Fish Taco. I did not expect that. They just really pulled the trigger there. Ibanane making a huge play on the Yabyinda. Yabyinda took way too many tower shots in that, trying to go on to Lindis there. And then that means that he's very low. Vladimir, very strong with his burst combo. And that means they get a tower, drop the Rift Herald, and they are looking for more.
Yeah, and now Vban is knocked up, and he can't get the Rift Herald down just yet, but Azuki on the run. Lord Care Bear flashes forward, and now that's going to be Azuki going down. The Scion passive procs. Now Vban has to run away. They have to take down Azuki as he is hitting Yabyinda for so much damage, but that's a shutdown. Lord Care Bear killing I Bought a Name, keeping them well away from Yabyinda.
Yeah, that is 2 kills over to Kansas State University. However, Team Fish Taco does get that second inner turret in the mid lane, so that means the map is opened up for them just a little bit at 15 minutes and 47 seconds into the game. However, nobody's there to defend that mid turret, so they're just going to trade again.
Yeah, Yabyinda on the Vayne does now have the full Bork and Berserker's Greaves. Looks like with the new recurve bow, looks like he will be going for the Gwinsus, you think?
Possibly Gwinsus. He might be going for Runons. No idea at this point. It's just a recurve bow.
Yeah, I think the Runans might be a little bit of anti-synergy just with how Vayne's passive works, but yeah, and plus there's really only Azuki is really the only hard tank threat that you need to deal with as Vayne. Lindis just doesn't really do anything after initiating, so I think it's more likely to be a Gwinsus.
Yeah. Now, Team Fish Taco is trying to push in their lead to the mid lane tower here, getting very greedy, trying to go for this inhibitor turret.
Yeah, they have the ZZ-Rot ticking here, although they're managing to kill every single one of the little voidlings that comes out, so
Yabyinda did back here, and they are going to look for the fight.
Azuki and Demon Repent are both taunted. Demon Repent now taken down immediately. Lindis as well. He is going very... or no, sorry, not Lindis. Lol at you. Vban, he's going to die as well. Lindis now taken very low. The Unbreakable comes out, and Azuki is all alone on his own. Yabyinda jumps in, takes down Lindis. He is going to be able to take down Lol at you. Now, I Bought a Name uses his Zanya's Hourglass as Azuki is running away from the back of the fight. I Bought a Name might be able to take down Yabyinda, but yes, he will, as Lord Care Bear takes down the mid laner of Team Fish Taco. That's going to
will be 5 kills over for 2 in favor of Kansas State University. That is a fight. They did force him off the inhibitor turret, but in the end, that's just kills overall. Just gold going over to Kansas State University. Not exactly what they're looking for right now. They're trying to get these towers, get these objectives to try to break open the game just a little bit more so that they can press their lead.
Yeah, now KSU sitting on a 1,000 gold lead at 18 minutes. With the Ocean Drake up in the bot lane, it looks like Vban is going to head toward that side of the map as well. I'm a Daddy Twitch and Mortally Divine both going in that direction. We do have Yabyinda pushing top, though.
Yeah, Yabyinda is pushing top, so that means if they decide to go for this dragon here, it will be a 5v4. Yabyinda does not have TP, obviously, as an ADC, so they are going to start up the dragon here.
Not anymore.
Oh yeah, not anymore.
Yeah. There was that like 2-week period of just, oh, now Lindis is going in. That's going to be Lola you jumping in with the hook shot. I'm a Daddy Twitch trying to stay alive. Red team is going to take the dragon secured by Vban, and now that's the Cataclysm coming out, but without Vayne, they can't really do anything. It looks like KSU is just on the run. Lindis so low, but Mortally Divine doesn't quite have the power to... No, he takes him out with a Justice Punch. Lord Care Bear running from Azuki, but without a Dark Binding. Nope, Azuki's just going to let him go. And now Yabyinda is coming in.
Yeah, and that is 2 for 2 and the dragon in favor of Kansas State University. Yabyinda wasn't even there. Imagine if Yabyinda was there. They would have aced them, they would have broke open the game almost completely. They would have gotten at least another inner turret in addition to that dragon.
But even right now, with Yabyinda coming in and not really having any members of Team Fish Taco there to stop them, they might be able to just get this turret before any big threats can come in and engage. Well, no, with Lola, actually no, with Lola Eo coming in, the threat of the hook shot is too great for Yabyinda.
Absolutely, and Baron is spawning in 17 seconds here. The side of Kansas State University here are going to try to look to press their momentum advantage and try to get vision in the Baron pit here, around the Baron in that area. But it looks like they're just gonna back and reset here.
Demon Repent moving forward a little bit. Oh, Mortally Divine catching Lindis. He might be in trouble. He's definitely in trouble as he goes down. Great pick by Kansas State.
Meanwhile, in the bot lane, we do have Azuki on that split push sign with the ZZ Rot portal, with the Warmogs now. And he will try to push into that turret there.
Just using the ZZ Rot now is going to mean that it is fully available to try and take down this turret. Vban coming in to try and clear these waves and stop Azuki's press. And now we've got I'm a Daddy Twitch coming in. He's not quite going to be able to catch him, and he's not going to commit the Cataclysm to it either.
Yeah, meanwhile, they devote their resources to the bot lane here, trying to force Azuki to just back off, or Vban just doesn't do enough damage, really. Azuki's just so tanky. However, I Am a Daddy Twitch is going in. He hits the Cataclysm.
Azuki doesn't have his flash anymore. Vban and I'm a Daddy taking down Azuki. He's going to Devastating Charge the opposite direction, right into that inner turret. Actually, right between the inner turret and the inhibitor. And he's going to back, unless I'm a Daddy Twitch has something to say about it, which he does. He doesn't want Azuki backing, not on his watch.
Meanwhile, on the other side of the map, we do have Team Fish Taco starting up the Baron here. They know that I'm a Daddy Twitch is in the bot side. He cannot contest with his smite. Azuki doing whatever he can to try to keep them there. However, we do see a TP up towards the Baron.
Yeah, Yinda's got to fight off I Bought a Name, though. He might be in trouble here. I Bought a Name flashes forward, and that's going to be... Oh! That's going to be the kill.
Absolutely, and with that TP, they did force off 3 members of Team Fish Taco off of the Baron, and now they're going to look for it by themselves. 4 members of Kansas State University starting up the Baron here.
I'm a Daddy Twitch is not here, but that's okay because Lola Yu is still dead for another 20 seconds. Yabyinda doing enough with his oh, I was looking at the wrong side of the map. I was wondering when he got a Storm Razor. But Yabyinda doing enough with his Silver Bolts, and Red Team is going to take down Baron Nashor. That goes over to Kansas State.
Absolutely. Kansas State did not get punished so severely for committing so many resources to the bot lane there. The Baron call was a little bit late. They did not clear out all the wards of Kansas State University, so the TP was able to come out there. So that means Team Fish Taco is going to fall severely behind after this Baron power play in favor of Kansas State University.
Yeah, and with this Baron, it's really up to KSU to decide what they're doing. They've got basically 3 identical lanes right now. They've got the same number of turrets down in all of them, and the waves are not super for or against, except for the bot lane, where Vban is going now to push back out. So it looks like they will be going for the 0-4-1 split push, Vban countering Azuki's split push, and they're going to take this turret here in the mid lane that they started so long ago. But the Unstoppable, oh, he has to flash out of the way. Now Lola Yu jumping in on Yabyinda, but he's going to go down before dying to Lindis. That's a 2-for-1. Both bot laners of KSU taken out.
Now Azuki is going to try to look for more on the I'm a Daddy Twitch, but I'm a Daddy Twitch will get away. They're going to push into this inhibitor turret here. However, in the bot lane, we do see Vban pushing that in. They're going to try the base raise right here, and Azuki's going to have to answer.
Yeah, Azuki heading down there, not using his teleport, but now we've got 3 members, Demon Repent, Lindis, and I Bought a Name, all in the mid lane of the mid lane in front of the inhibitor of Kansas State University, trying to take this, but they're going to back off now that Vban has backed off as well. Yabyinda coming up in just a few seconds, and with the Dragon coming up in half a minute, it looks like the attention will be turned that direction.
And Kansas State University does have a wave building up in the top side of the map here. Demon Repent is going to have to go and clear that, and that means this is an opportunity for Kansas State University to look for another fight around this dragon here, spawning in 10 seconds.
Yeah, this could be their third dragon of the game right here. Definitely cementing themselves firmly for the late game. That's going to be the second ocean, which is really good for tower pushing and that sieging that they aren't really great at, but they get a lot better once they have an ocean.
Yeah, and they do have the Baron here. It is going to timeout fairly soon. They got one turret. Did they get? No, they did not.
Yeah, they got one turret and they got some damage off on that inner, I think.
Yeah, so they got one turret off of their Baron play, but they do have Baron for just a little bit more. So we'll see if they can make anything of it.
Yeah, Azuki running away, but now Lola, you hear on Yab Yinda, the Hextech ultimatum comes out, Demon Repent takes down Yab Yinda, but that's going to be Lola, you heading down as well. KSU is rotating in, but it's too late. I am a Daddy Twitch has to flash away from Demon Repent, who is on a rampage. Vban flashing away as well, and it looks like Mortally Divine on the run. He doesn't have his flash, so he's just going to die.
You just pulling the trigger there. He goes on the Yab Yinda. The spell shield was just a little bit late from Lord Care Bear. It means that Yab Yinda will get stunned out. He will get engaged on, and the Hextech ultimatum will go on to Yab Yinda there. He will go down immediately, and that means most of the damage on the side of Kansas State University will go down in that fight, and they just can't win the fight at that point.
Yeah, now Azuki with the full Zizurot portal. Meanwhile, Vban and iBotaname fighting, but this is in iBotaname's favor. Even if he dies, he's stopping the back here. Yeah, he's going to die, but it looks like that's going to be the inhibitor for Team Fish Taco.
Absolutely. Now Team Fish Taco needs to back off. They need to reset here, and they get that inhibitor. They're going to be almost even in gold with Kansas State University, despite missing out on that Baron earlier, missing out on those 3 dragons. And they're keeping even in this game with Kansas State University, surprisingly. They're making these plays in team fights. Lala Yu is picking off the key targets on Yab Yinda and Lord Care Bear, just picking these the bot lane off of Kansas State University, able to turn around these fights.
Yeah, now we just have a reset back to regular lane pushing. There's not really anything to take on the map right now. Nothing easy. I mean, nothing easy at least. No neutral objectives, and the turrets are, inners, and nothing's really pushed in yet.
Yeah.
So Vban making sure that this stays that way, that this bot lane doesn't get pushed in by Azuki too easily.
And this slow pace of game does favor the side of Kansas State University, I think. I think their carries scale up a little bit more than those of Team Fish Taco. The Vayne over the Kaisa, in my opinion, and the Galio over. Galio gets fairly tanky. He's going to start doing a lot of damage over the Vladimir. He's going to have a little bit more utility in the fights. And also, Jarvan and Camille, neither of them really scale up.
Yeah.
But Sion is... I think Urgot is going to be able to 1v1 the Sion in the side lane, just because Sion's not really building super optimally. Plus, Urgot does have that Fear Beyond Death ultimate to kind of do a little bit more damage.
Yeah, and as well as the later it gets, Urgot doesn't really get tankier per se. He just does more damage and then is harder to kill as a result. So.
And we can see that here, Azuki trading on the V-Ban. However, Lala Yu is coming in to make this 2v1.
Yeah, I don't think he can live through this 2v1, especially with the Hextech ultimatum coming out. V-Ban now knocked up, taken down by Azuki.
However,
but
in the top side
lane, that's going to be a 4-man push to take down the inner turret there.
Yeah, they did commit some of their resources down to the bot lane. That means they had to give up that inner turret in the top lane. Great job from Kansas State University punishing Lala Yu and Azuki for being so greedy, trying to get the kill on the V-Ban. They did get the kill, however they lose the inner turret.
Yeah, and now with 15 seconds left on the Baron and all 4 remaining members of KSU in the base clearing minions, they've basically just given over pressure to Team Fish Taco. And as well, V-Ban will not be up for another 10 seconds after the Baron spawns, so if something breaks out there, it will definitely initially go in favor of Team Fish Taco.
Absolutely. However, they did not clear out all the wards in their jungle on team of Team Fish Taco. You can see 3 wards from Kansas State University, very good Baron wards, trying to prep for that objective there. And it will give V-Bun time to come up and clear that wave, go to the bot lane, and get ready to TP into the fight.
Yeah, look at that. It's going to be Team Fish Taco actually rotating around to the mid lane. They're going to, kind of position themselves as a, well, if you go for Baron right now, we can actually just start pushing in this mid. We have super minions, we have an inhib down, and if you go for the Baron and it takes you too long, you can lose right here.
And we do see Azuki in the bot side of the map trying to push this and playing the split push Scion here. He's going to do a great deal of pressure onto that inner turret. However, V-Ban is there to answer.
Yeah, the Zizirot is doing so much work for Scion here. Definitely his best item pickup for the style that he is playing right now. V-Ban being forced to actually just take that out instead of focusing on his opponent right here. And now with the minions pushing in, it's going to force I'm a Daddy Twitch to head back to the base. Oh, no. They're just letting it push in as Mortally Divine walks over. They're going to start hitting the Nexus turrets, so that is definitely a shaky situation for KSU.
Yeah, now as you can see, Kansas State University got a lot of Baron control, but the reason that they couldn't keep that Baron control is they had that mid wave pushing in because they did take that inhibitor earlier.
And now Azuki and V-Ban are 1v1ing, but Demon Repent and Lol at you are both coming. The Unstoppable coming out, and that's still 4 members heading bot. If they see that, they could just, KSU could just go for it right here.
Yeah, and KSU are going to start up this Baron here. They have 4 members in the bot lane of Team Fish Taco, and that means almost a free Baron in favor of Kansas State University.
Yeah, they're going to lose that bot inner turret, but does it really matter? You have a Baron at this point.
Team Fish Taco definitely not really playing around the split push here. V-Ban not even really pressuring the bot side.
Demon Repent taken so low by the Galio is going to force back the Kaisa. And now Azuki is on the run as well.
Now it is a 4v5. It looks like Team Fish Taco is about to pick up their first dragon of the game, just because
yep, that's going to be the Infernal Drake going over. That's big for I Bought a Name and Demon Repent specifically. With that is it 8%? 8%. With that 8% attack damage and ability power, that's just gonna add 8% more to their damage.
Yep. And we do have a large wave pushing in favor of Kansas State University in the top side of the map. It looks like Demon Repent is gonna have to clear that. Meanwhile, we have all members of Kansas State University trying to, it looks like they're just farming their jungle instead of trying to push their lead in either mid or bot lane here. We do have V-Ban pushing in the side. We might see Team Fish Taco do the same thing yet again, commit too many resources to try to stop V-Ban, and that means the other 4 members on Kansas State University are going to be able to take resources off the map, take those objectives.
Yeah, and now it seems like Kansas State University do want to take this bot lane inner turret to even up the turret score. Yab Yinda down here, as well as I Am a Daddy Twitch and Lord Care Bear. Oh, but Yab Yinda might be a little too far forward. Lolit Yu is here. He has the Hextech ultimatum, but the hookshot does not land. So he's going to be able to get the turret right there. That's going to be the inner turret down, the final inner turret for Kansas State. They only have base turrets left.
And we do have Mortally Divine pushing in the mid lane here for Kansas State University, meaning that they do have pressure on multiple lanes in this game today.
Yeah. Lolit Yu still has the hookshot engage. It's back up, and Yab Yinda is going to have to watch himself or risk being engaged on. There it goes. It's actually onto Lord Care Bear rather than Yab Yinda. This might be a misstep for Team Fish Taco. That's going to be Lindis going down, as well as Lolit Yu, and now I Bought a Name in the middle, but That's going to be Demon Repent going down. Yabyinda tearing through the rest of the enemy team. He's going to live right now. He's, as I Bought a Name is still alive, and he takes it. That's going to be a clean ace. No members left. This could be the game right here, and it very well will be. Kansas State taking down both Nexus turrets, and they are going to take down Team Fish Taco.
Team Fish Taco did not coordinate their engage there. They went on to Lord Care Bear with the Hextech Ultimatum. Nobody got on the Yabyinda. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, I Bought a Name was stuck pushing out the wave because Mortal Levine pushed that in. He was able to hit the heroic entrance onto the team of Team Fish Taco, and that means one team fight in favor of Kansas State University.
Yeah, it did get to that point where it was basically the next team fight wins the game. Yabyinda, absolutely monstrous on that vein as well. Demon Repent, still really strong and very scary on the Kaisa. Both teams having that hyper carry ADC meant that, the next one you can just tear down the turrets as long as they're still alive. So with that, that will be the final game of Week 6 for Diamond. That ends up with the standings at
no idea
something, yeah. But the final game that was not streamed, the Sweet Anime Thighs 100 Steves game. Sweet Anime Thighs was forced to forfeit that game, so 100 Steves received a 2-0 victory this week. Now, on to next week. Next week is big. It is the Diamond Super Week. Each team has to play 2 matches, 2 sets of games against a different team, and in this next 7 days or 6 days, I suppose it ends on Friday. So, what we will be doing in terms of the streaming of it, assuming that everyone, or at least 6 games will be finished by Friday afternoon. We'll stream half of them on Friday afternoon. I think it's going to be me and Jabronis, who I'm not sure if has he done Diamond?
I do not think he is Diamond.
Okay. Well, Jabronis will be doing Diamond with me on Friday. We'll be doing that in, I think, the early-ish afternoon, so maybe 2-ish. But then on Saturday, we'll be doing Gold, but then Sunday we will stream the other 6 Diamond games, and we'll be doing that at 4 o'clock or, 4 o'clock or around this time. We're not going to go back to the noon time slot. This is definitely better. So with that is the end of Week 6, and with what we're doing for Super Week 7, get your games in, get all of your post-match forms in, and we hope to see you next week. Thank you for watching.
Mm-hmm.